We are about to watch. We're watching UFC Fight Pass. We're watching it on my computer, so I can't pull up who is fighting. But this is a lady fighter. A lady. There's so many fighters in the UFC now. Even the employees of the UFC don't know who the fuck is who.
It's tough.
It's getting crazy. There's 500 signed fighters. That far surpasses the Dunbar's number of 150.
That's tough, especially when it's international like this. In Poland, it's tough, man.
Remember back in the day when someone would try to get away with saying that they're a UFC fighter, and you could say, fuck you. Now, shit, you'd have to do some research.
Yeah, you can't just say fuck you. You gotta go,
like,
oh,
he
might be like, yeah, he might be.
Yeah.
He might be.
And then you find out, oh, this dude, he fought. Yeah,
this
that's
dude's
right.
6-0.
I mean, even like really good fighters. Like, how many people didn't know about Brendan Thatch until he fought Benson?
Yeah.
Like, Thatch is fucking legit.
He's been a nightmare.
His name sounded familiar. I was like, Thatch, okay.
Dude, that guy's legit.
He's big in Denver.
He's big. He's fucking good.
Oh, that's your boy. That's
Calderwood and Morose. Is that her name? Morose? I don't know how to say it. There's a lot of fighters from other countries now too, man. That's one of the cool things that we're seeing. Jamie, give us a little volume so we could hear this too, so we could hear the fights. No one's told us to not do that, so let's just keep doing that. And I got to take this fucking goofy lava lamp down. I can't see shit.
It's a big ass lava lamp.
Scotland's biggest mixed martial arts star, Joanne Calderwood, is a former Ultimate Fighter 20 contestant and former international Thai boxing.
Boom, boom, boom. We're back.
Is Hardy doing the commentating on this?
It doesn't sound like Hardy.
Well, that's a play-by-play guy.
But I didn't hear him earlier. Did you hear him?
I haven't heard him.
Jamie, we lost it. What happened? What the fuck happened?
Come on, Fight Pass.
Oh, no.
We're fucked.
Let me try this again.
Well.
Take this off, because otherwise, take this off my desktop. What are people seeing right now? Just us? Okay.
Damn, look at that picture.
Sucks if you're Anderson Silva.
I know.
That was one of the greatest knockouts of all time.
He could say no,
You
that's
think?
when he missed.
Yeah, not because it was like
Most
perfectly
surprising.
set up. It was just crazy. Like as far as
Crazy.
like the result of a knockout, like the jolt it sends through your body.
Yeah.
When Weidman connected on Anderson, it was like one of the greatest moments. Like not great, like I'm happy Anderson got knocked out or none of that. Just like the burst of what the fuck.
It was more like when
Dude.
Buster Douglas knocked out Tyson.
But crazier because it came out of nowhere. Like Buster Douglas was whooping that ass. Buster Douglas was hitting him with that long jab hook.
That's true.
Pap whap. He was hitting him with that pop whap, that Larry Holmes style jab and the hook behind it. That was Buster Douglas's finest moment.
I just saw
Ever
that
in
fight
his entire
again
life.
within the last 6 months, and god damn, even though Buster Douglas looked amazing, he looked flawless, he was on fire, but even and Tyson didn't train for it or whatever, but if you look at Tyson, even though he didn't train, he looked good.
He looked
yeah,
He looked good in that fight. Oh, his head movement was there. He was throwing big shots. He was really trying to knock out Buster Douglas with everything he had. He was throwing a great shit, and he did drop him in the 8th round.
Yeah.
Yes,
he finally
did.
dropped him.
Did you hear what Tyson speaking before that? He was saying how he was just doing work on those. Where was it? Tokyo? Is that
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
He was just doing work on some Asian ladies.
He talked about that?
Oh yeah, doing work.
Really?
Oh yeah,
Like
Up
what's
all
work?
hours.
10? More than
You're
10?
Mike Tyson.
He probably never took time off. All right, here we go. Perfect timing. We're back. Fight Pass. How dare you kick me off like that?
It looks like an Atari game.
I
Oh, there
work
we
for
go.
you fucking guys.
How dare you?
How dare you?
I wonder how many half Mike Tyson kids there are in Japan.
Probably 70.
Okay, we got Joanne Calderwood and Myrna Morose. Here we go. We're going to hear it.
Holding an undefeated professional record, 5 wins.
Damn, that bitch looks mean.
She stands 5 feet 6 inches tall.
And I mean that.
5-0.
All due respect.
5 foot tall. Oh no, that's 5-0.
5-0, my man.
I'm like shit.
And I say bitch with all due respect.
Introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a Muay Thai kickboxer holding an undefeated professional record.
Damn, Scotland does not play games. I bet this chick is tough as fuck.
Yeah.
She is good.
Joanne's about to whoop that ass.
She does look like she's paralyzed right there.
She looks
but,
terrified.
No,
she
Yeah,
looks
but
terrified.
that's the Carla Esparza effect, right? It's not real.
I don't know.
Because Carla just does this. And then she goes out there and whoops ass.
Not that last fight, but yeah.
Not that last fight.
That last fight, she was just the striking was so outmatched.
I think that chick.
terrifying.
I think that chick is
Terrifying.
gonna. I think that chick is gonna make. What was her name? Joanna. Mm-hmm. I think
There
she's
she
gonna,
is right there.
There she is.
She's the Ronda Rousey at 115
Joanna
gonna make-
Jędrzejczyk.
with better striking.
She's gonna make everybody look like Carla.
Dude,
I
she's
bet they all look
terrifying.
like
I agree
Carla.
100%.
They're all gonna look. They're gonna look lost.
She
They're not gonna
scares
be able
the
to take her down.
shit out of me.
They're not
Well-
going to be able to take her down. If Carla can't take her down, most fighters in that division are not going to be able to take her down.
Well, did you see her fight with Amanda Nunes? It was a very close fight, and a lot of people actually thought that Nunes won the fight. I think it was Nunes, right? Was it Nunes?
I'm wrong then.
She's a beast, though, man.
Oh, dude, she
She's a
is
fucking
wicked, man.
You see her
She's
weigh-in
wicked.
pic? She looked like that raptor. She is intense.
I would
man.
Google her, but I don't know how to say her name on Google.
I don't either. I couldn't even spell it if you gave me $1 million right now.
I'm gonna try. Joanna.
Man, Joanne got good striking. She throws with some power.
I just tried JYZ. Joanna JYZ, and let's see if they figure it out.
Dude, isn't it weird when you're?
I can't do this while I'm not on my
girls
computer.
fight like dudes. You know, you. How long?
I'm
did
still
we-
not used to it.
Yeah, how long did we think that girls couldn't throw punches? We believed that as a society, girls
True.
can't throw punches. But then you look at Kathy Long. Holy shit! Have you seen her? Have you seen her highlight reel?
No.
She is the best American female kickboxer in the 80s and 90s. Holy shit!
Old school. Went old school. with it.
YouTube search Kathy Long highlight reel.
Have you seen Holly
Holy
Holm?
shit.
You seen Holly
look at
Holm's
this armbar
highlights
right
though?
here.
You know what? All that can stand down for a moment. Have you guys seen Ann motherfucking Wolf?
No.
What's
Okay,
that?
we should stop watching this fight immediately and watch how Ann Wolf used to knock chicks
Look
out.
at that armbar.
Nice,
She
beautiful
got
armbar.
Wow.
Wow.
Beautiful
that was quick.
armbar.
What?
Damn, that was beautiful.
Little Ukrainian.
She's
in
a
the
huge
house.
underdog, man.
That was
Wow.
beautiful.
Huge underdog.
I got to see how that was all set
Wow.
up. We were talking about
They'll
Mike
show
Tyson.
the replay for sure. We were talking about just girls whooping
Kathy
ass.
Long. We were talking about.
No, we were just talking about Ann Wolf.
Let's see this.
She pulled
Damn,
guard.
pulled guard.
Wow, that's
I'm
beautiful.
not mad at Joanne's haircut.
Look at this, nice
Because she
control.
pulled guard right into an armbar. Look at that.
She just can't get out of that. That's what's crazy.
Super
Control
tight.
with her legs.
Yeah, great control.
Leg
legs.
curls. Look at those leg curls.
Damn,
Her feet
that's
are crossed perfect.
legit. That is legit. You know, Eddie, there's still people that say that you shouldn't cross your feet, and I don't agree with that. The crossing your feet with the armbar thing, that's like people are pretending. Some people pretend it's just like crossing the feet when you have someone's back.
Yeah.
Well, it all depends. If the guy's on their back and you're in spider web, if they're on their back, yeah, you cross your feet all the time. But if they're on top of you, it all depends on
The
what's
angle.
going on. The angle. I mean, what's going on with the arm exactly, and what's going on with the locking of the shoulder. What angle? Where is she putting all her weight?
Watch this. This is Ann Wolf.
She's the
Seriously.
American?
She's the black chick.
Oh,
Check this.
because that American chick has some dope ass trunks.
wait for some trauma. wait for some shit that's going to change your feeling
I think I've
about
seen
what would
this.
happen if a chick punched you. You just got to see this fucking KO.
I think you'd be
So-
surprised.
Hold up, look at this.
Boom!
Oh, dude, are you fucking shitting me?
God,
Are you fucking shitting me? Did
She's
she
like
hit
a little
hard?
Mike Tyson.
Dude, she lifted her in the air. That was ridiculous. That
Wow.
girl went flying.
God, Doug.
That girl like literally went flying. Ann Wolf can bang, and she trains James Kirkland, who's a high level
you know what?
guy.
I've
the
seen
guy.
her corner. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen. She's
Hold on.
intense corner.
Let's see what she says. Hold
Okay.
on.
Jiu-jitsu. I bet she does.
Great speech.
Powerful Dan Hardy.
Oh, I like Dan Hardy, man. Good-
Love that
great
dude.
guy.
He's the best.
He's good on the mic too.
He's
man.
very good.
Smart
Very comfortable.
Dude.
He's very smart.
Damn, her
got-
her walkout gear just says "Fight Night." Just fuck it, Fight Night. Is that Reebok?
I don't know what that
There
is.
has to be a better campaign.
It says
than
Reebok.
that. There
Fight
has
Nights?
to be something better.
Is that what they're calling it?
I hope not.
That better not be what they want people to buy.
I'm not wearing that. I'm gonna fucking throw on a big brown on the back.
Maybe it's, oh, you know what it probably is? It's probably what they're wearing on fight night. Like, that's why, does that make sense? I should probably ask somebody since I work for them.
Hold on.
Wow, that's beautiful. Look at the control she has with her hands. Boom. No capitalization, a small gap before the closure. She didn't capitalize on that. It was a
For sure
one
don't
little
stand
blip.
up and extend
Yeah,
it. For sure, don't stand up and extend the arm.
Yeah.
She hung out in there.
She should have squashed her.
Yeah.
Yes.
She hung out in there when there was this one brief moment when she could have pulled her arm out.
Yeah. And she started
Damn,
talking
look at her.
shit
She's
to Joanna.
talking shit. Damn.
How do you say Joanna's last name? Juradixi?
Look at-
Janjicek.
They're laughing at each other. They
Jerk-
can't talk
Jerk.
shit. Look, they're laughing.
Well, they know that that's where the money's at now. Isn't that crazy?
Fuck you, bitch.
Damn, powerful collared white shirt.
Beautiful.
I think when you become champ, they should have a stylist for you right away. It's like,
I
you
think-
can't dress like an asshole anymore.
I
well,
think.
what about Roy Nelson? If Roy Nelson became champ and decided
Give him a
to wear like,
stylist. Oh, that mullet? See ya.
no way,
See ya.
no way, you
See
can't
ya.
do that.
GQ Roy Nelson would be
Oh,
sick.
you're so wrong.
I think for women's MMA, they should be allowed to pull hair, and that'd be part of the game.
Oh my
That's too
God,
much, man.
that's so dark, Eddie.
It's so dark.
How cool would that be?
so dark.
Come on, how cool would that
Too
be?
much,
Fuck,
bro.
that's too much,
Not cool.
man. Not cool at all.
Because have you ever seen
Why?
those girls?
Can you
street
imagine
fights?
the technique?
Horrible.
Dude, there'd be all these different chokes you could do with the hair.
That's a good
Dude,
point.
I hear you, man, but this bugs me. This here's Janjicek taking out Esparza. Dude, she's so lethal on the feet. That's some real
Nasty.
legit 6-time world Muay Thai champion right there.
Great
Look at
technique.
that beautiful elbow. This is a goddamn firing gallery. It's like she was just having like sparring practice with like pads that don't hit back. You know, this is what it was like. It's like she was hitting the mitts with some light defense work.
Right?
God damn, she's good. Dude, the technique that you see there, like that is as clean as it gets when it comes to striking in
agree,
MMA.
man.
Doesn't
She has
get
no
any
fear
cleaner.
either.
That's a scary girlfriend to have right there. She could fuck you up. If you're not on your shit, if you slip and you're kind of drunk,
I agree,
she'll
man.
fuck you up.
I'll tell you what, though, no girlfriend of mine's walking out of the house with that business polo on. Or
Hey,
what the fuck?
Brendan, if you guys were in a real fight, you'd win if she was your girlfriend. But if
Her,
you,
I would snap her down to
no,
her
no, you
face.
would. You would fuck her up. But if you're kind of drunk, you're in your underwear,
Not a
the lights
chance.
dim, dude, she'll rattle off a combination. She'll
never.
fuck you
Well,
up.
That's the thing, though. I think a girl like that needs a boyfriend like him.
Yes.
She needs a giant
Yes.
gorilla that
Yes.
she can't just kick in the head.
Or a multi-billionaire dude who's
No.
like a little old man
No, you don't
that
need
she
that.
runs, that she beats up, and he loves it.
She only rides him. You fucking little man. I keep your life. I keep your life
He pays
alive.
to have her beat him up.
Dude, a woman like that, like that takes a lot of man.
You need an alpha male,
You need a
or
crow
you need the
cop.
complete opposite.
Crow cop, right?
Yeah, Crow Cop would work.
She's
yeah.
not hot enough for Crow Cop, let's be honest.
Well, how dare you? How dare you? I think she's beautiful.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I think she's beautiful.
She's beautiful. For Crow Cop, though, this
my
motherfucker
God.
runs Croatia.
Can you
runs
imagine? Can you
Croatia.
imagine the damage he's doing? Jesus Christ!
Listen,
my
he's married.
God.
He's got a family. How dare
Before
you?
that, though,
I'm trying to
when he was single.
Google this woman's
Yeah.
name. I've never had a harder time Googling a woman's name. I know.
Talking about
I basically know how to say it, but to spell it, I really need to learn how to spell it. It's preposterous that they
beast.
require that of you, though, I think. Yeah, I know, man. I'm trying to figure out. Click on it and see what was her last fight. Go to her Wikipedia.
Besides
Before
Esparza?
Carla Esparza. I want to say it was Nunez, but I'm doing this totally off of memory. And I might get. Oh, that's
Split
who
decision.
it was. That's who it was. It was Claudia Gadelia. Okay, my apologies to
Boy,
Amanda
those
Nunez.
women names are tough.
Because Amanda Nunez, I think, is a 135.
Yeah, she is.
She is.
Can we see the Kathy Long highlight reel on that? Is that possible?
That Claudia Gadelia fight, that was a really fucking close fight. A really close fight.
Sometimes it's matchups, man, styles.
That's what I'm
she's going to
saying.
be champ for a while.
Well,
with that striking.
Claudia's very good, dude.
Yeah,
she's
really
very good. I mean, that was a really good fight between those two. I'm not. I think there's a lot of action in this division. I really think that Joanna, that's the way you say it, is above and beyond the rest of them when it comes to striking. But there's some really good grapplers in that division.
Yeah.
And if they get a hold of her, who the fuck knows what happens?
But if Carla can't take her down, that means
it's true.
Every fighter's going to have a hard time.
Yeah. It's true.
No one's going to take her down easily.
But a striker with really good wrestling might be able to pull it off. The problem with Carla was that the gap in the striking was so goddamn enormous.
And the length, the reach was trouble.
It's just an enormous gap in the striking.
But
it's
she still did get inside, and she got deep, and that's beyond the striking.
Yep, it's
and
true.
she couldn't finish shit.
It's true. She could have gotten tagged before that, though. She definitely did. She could have been diminished by that. There's a lot of possibilities there. If you saw the two of them, I would have to go back and watch it again. But if you watch, anytime you see someone get tagged, there's a possibility that they're functioning in a diminished capacity, right?
Hell yeah.
That's what people need to
like. Charles
from
Brown
your,
fight.
Exactly.
I went
Explain
from
from
a
your
legit
opinion.
jiu-jitsu guy to fucking 2-stripe white belt. I think he went back, mount, and I had no idea what was going on.
Yeah.
I thought I was fine, which is weird.
When you think about how good Joanna's hands are, she could have easily clipped Carla coming in, right?
For sure. And then your memory, your motor skills are slow. You think you're moving at a good pace, you're really not.
It's just a
distance. There's a haze. The distance, you seem like you're all right. You're really not. Everything's slow. It's trouble, man.
God damn,
Maybe I
dude.
just have some killer focus, not dazed. Want to be a fighter, huh?
God damn, dude. Did you see the Jamie Varner shit? The interviews Jamie Varner's been doing lately?
No. What's he talking about?
Very interesting. He's talking about how he thinks fighters should spar way less than they do. He's like, what you need to be doing is working on drills, hitting pads, working out on strength and conditioning, do your wrestling, your jiu-jitsu. But he's like, hardcore sparring should be done once a week at most, and only when you're preparing for a fight.
I agree 100%.
He said maybe you could even stretch it out to even more than once a week, like once every 2 weeks. He's like, what's really important is that you take care of your brain and that you make sure you don't spar with bigger guys. He was saying that he made mistakes by sparring with sparring with who was it?
He's with Bader and those guys?
With Bader. I know he sparred with Bader. I think he sparred with Baczynski, who's a little bit larger than him
those
too.
Guys are big.
CB Dollaway, who's larger than him too. And Bader's big, dude. He's a big boy,
a thick dude,
big thick motherfucker who throws haymakers.
Power.
He's a hard puncher.
I agree 100% with Jamie.
Jamie
100%.
Varner's a 155er, and he's fighting a guy that's literally fights in a division 50 pounds heavier than him.
Yeah, man.
And he's sparring with that guy. That's pretty crazy. Bader's a 205. That's bananas.
You think we'll ever see Bader striking like Conor McGregor?
Well, you know what I mean,
man? Like, what I mean by that is by just utilizing every possible strike.
He would have to change a lot about the way he moves. I think Bader has gotten a lot better in his striking, like no doubt. Like the Fei Zhao fight's a perfect example of that. Like Fei Zhao is a legit striker. If you watch his fight with King Mo in Strikeforce, you see what kind of striking Fei Zhao has when he's on point.
Even Bader Glover's, he showed good striking. He clipped him with the right hand.
Yes, he did. He did.
Glover's a monster.
Yeah,
striking.
he hurt him before he got caught when he was trying to close the deal. That's totally true. He's really good. He's getting much better too. He works hard. You can totally tell.
You see that? There's a video going around, like a highlight of capoeira MMA. Have you seen this?
No,
they're doing spinning kicks and shit.
Dude, I don't know if it's fake. It looks real. Well,
capoeira is just like wheel kicks.
So
super
it's
athletic.
Capoeira guys against capoeira guys, and that's what they're throwing. They're just throwing massive double spinning wheel kicks. They're doing all that shit. And jiu-jitsu, they go on the ground and choke each other out.
Well, what I was going to say about Ryan Bader in that, like when you're saying, do you think he'll ever have like a full arsenal? Is the way he moves. There's something wrong with the way, like when
you think wrong. See, I don't think wrong is the right word.
Not wrong.
I don't think it's in his
kicking.
wheelhouse.
I mean, for kicking. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you would not even wrong with the way he moves, because obviously the way he moves is effective. But it's almost like his legs, like he keeps them close together when he's. If you watch like a Machida or you watch like a Brandon Thatch, like guys with that real strong traditional karate type background, which is the one that allows you to get away with everything.
Thatcher's a karate type guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
yeah.
throws a lot of
Wheel
crazy
kicks, he could throw everything. Throw
anything.
everything.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He's like
If you look at,
Anthony Pettis at 170.
You would have to have a wider stance. So it's not there's something wrong with it. It's something wrong if you wanted to throw all those kicks and all that other crazy shit. If you look at Anderson, there's a wider stance going
True.
on. If you look at Taekwondo guys, there's a wide stance going
Yeah.
on. I think that's the only way you get to throw those kicks. Like with Muay Thai, you can stand way closer because with Muay Thai, you're throwing round kicks mostly and occasionally teeps. But when you want to go off that back leg with anything where you're spinning, you want to have a little bit more space. And I think if he wanted to have like Conor McGregor style, he would probably have to stand like McGregor.
Yeah.
If you see how McGregor's standing, it's very wide stance.
super wide.
Would you think it's a good idea for every guy getting into MMA to try to emulate a style like that?
I don't- it's not for everyone.
The karate style works though, man. If you get good at it, that it's when it's hard to hit a guy. Like if you ever watch a good point fighter fight, like Raymond Daniels. You've seen Raymond Daniels fight in Glory?
Yes.
Only the super high level guys have been able to get past that. Like the guys like Nicky Holtzkin, he's the guy who gets past
Such
it.
a monster.
Yeah.
Think about Wonder Boy. Thompson.
Joseph-
He's
Jo-
tough to hit, man. In the
Yes.
UFC. He's
Yeah.
a phenomenal point scorer.
Joseph Valtellini. He's a perfect example of a guy who gets past Raymond Daniels. And he's the champ because he just kicked his legs out from
Yeah.
under him. He just used traditional, solid Muay Thai, hands up, kickboxing style, block, threw a lot of fucking leg kicks, took him out, and then took him out with a head kick. But everybody else, when Daniels fights a guy who can't deal with that kind of hopping in and out shit,
Screwed.
it's lethal.
Yeah,
It's lethal.
hell yeah.
So to have a guy like a Conor McGregor style, or like a guy like Lyoto or Thatch, a guy who throws those wild kicks, if Bader wanted to do that, he would definitely have to widen his stance.
I don't think Bader's ever going to do that. I also think the style you're describing is and those guys, Thatch, Connor, Machida, they're phenomenal athletes.
Phenomenal.
And that might not be
You
in
don't
Bader's
think Bader
wheelhouse
is? You don't think Bader's a phenomenal athlete?
compared to Machida.
I don't think he's as skilled in karate or in stand-up as Machida is. I mean, Machida's a sly, professional, high-level fighter. When they fought,
Explosive,
Machida
quick,
caught him.
endurance.
Yeah, well, Machida's pretty special. He's pretty special.
Fuck yeah, he's special. All
pretty
those guys
special.
are that we talked
Yeah.
about. Sometimes I think certain styles aren't in guys' wheelhouse. Does that make sense? Like Bob Sapp isn't going to fucking adapt to Taekwondo.
It's true.
Ever.
It's true.
Ever.
Yeah. Well,
There's
it's
just
almost
certain
like
guys
too
are made
much,
for it.
Too much mass there, right?
Well, Bader's a massive
do it.
dude and
I think anybody
big.
can do it.
But he could do it because Feijiao can do those kind of kicks. Yeah. Feijiao can throw wheel kicks. He's a thick fucking dude too.
I think-
Melvin Manhoof, who's thicker than that fucking guy? That
When-
guy can
when
throw
he's
He's
everything.
explosive and athletic.
But you know what, Melvin, you don't see throw wheel kicks either. You see him mostly with straight Muay Thai.
All straight Muay Thai. Leg kicks like a motherfucker.
Who the fuck
It's
is?
different, man.
Some guys just don't like throwing them
That's true too. That's true too.
I agree. Some guys don't.
because they're no good at them because they don't practice them.
Well,
Well,
100%.
they don't-
I'm a victim of that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying certain guys, like a guy like Bader, who comes from a wrestling background, the chances of him adapting, that's not good. And you have to have the athletic
true.
ability to pick it up.
Well, I don't think Connor came from that background entirely. You know, I think he's kind of picked that kicking style up more. I think he started more of as a boxer. You know, if you-
Boxer, yeah. But he also Taekwondo, karate.
right. But he spends a lot of time with homie in Iceland,
One day,
Gunnar Nelson.
you know, Machida.
Wicked.
Wicked.
You know,
Great
Machida
jiu-jitsu,
single-handedly
Everything great.
brought back karate. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Machida, you can't say shit about karate. Look at Machida.
You can't say shit about karate.
You can't say shit. Look
know
at
what,
Machida.
man? This is what I
But
believe.
eventually, we're going to have a capoeira
Machida's
guy
the
in
exception.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
there. There's going to be a
exception.
guy in the UFC who comes out and is throwing all them crazy
Totally.
capoeira
Caesar Mutante is
How come
a
that hasn't
capoeira
happened
guy.
already?
No, it has though. Caesar Mutante is a
Yeah,
capoeira
but he's
guy.
not going
out there
That's
and
his
throwing it.
background. That's his background.
He
a
really
fucking
did start off with that.
beast.
He's a beast.
But is
super
a
good
guy?
athlete.
There's a lot of guys who've trained in capoeira who've done the UFC, I'm sure, but who actually go out there and stand like those capoeira guys
True.
and move like that.
True. That
You
would
know,
throw a guy off.
What do you guys think about Daniel Cormier and Bader?
I would have to go with Cormier.
That's going to be a great fight, man. That's going to be a great fight.
Man, I freaking
really gonna
I
be-
love Beta. I love DC. DC helps me out a lot.
They're
but
both really good dudes.
they're good for the sport, man. You
Yeah,
gotta remember,
that's
DC,
a good way of describing it.
Yeah, they're great for the sport. DC's from New Orleans. It's in his hometown.
Yeah.
Dude, you look at DC's track record, there's not too many dudes beating him. There's one guy on this earth who can beat him. It's John Jones. I don't think he will ever beat John Jones.
Yo, how good is John Jones? God damn.
What the fuck? It's
God
frustrating.
Damn.
We're
God
watching
damn, dude.
greatness, man. I don't think
Oh,
we'll
yeah.
ever get someone as good as John Jones. I just don't.
You
that
might be
motherfucker
right, man.
is bad.
He's something special.
Oh,
tell
and
you
guess
that.
what? Now he's training full time. Moved to Albuquerque. Have you seen his Instagram?
Yes.
His Instagram where it's just this bawling house in Albuquerque.
Yeah.
That means there's no distractions. He's training full time. Oh, you
Good.
thought he was good before?
Good.
Enjoy that.
Beautiful. Beautiful. You know,
You could say the same thing about Anthony Johnson.
yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. Anthony
You know what?
Johnson.
We've seen Anthony lose though.
We have
we've
seen
we've
Anthony
seen
lose.
we've seen issues in Anthony's game.
We
We've
have.
never seen an issue in John Jones' game ever.
That's true. Well, you know what? We have that one aspect of Anthony Johnson's game that you can't neglect when you talk about him. That's the fucking extreme weight cut that he used to make.
True.
He made the most extreme weight cut in the sport.
Ever.
We used to all see him walking around in hotels in between fights, and he would be fucking enormous. He would be like 220, 230.
Even 240. I saw him at I saw him at 240.
Oh my God. And then he would fight at 170. What?
Why the fuck didn't someone sit him down? Like,
Why
bro,
didn't someone-
you're cutting 80 pounds. Why don't we relax?
Homie,
Why don't you fight somewhere
relax.
else?
What are you doing,
Yeah,
dude?
what's the thought process there?
He likes being a bully.
Is that what it is, man?
I think. Why the fuck else wouldn't? I mean, what are you doing?
Well, you know, there's also here. How about this? Some guys think that they're not doing all they can do to be a champion unless they cut as much weight as they can to get to a lower weight as they can. And they think it's a part of
How
the
ridiculous
discipline.
is that?
They think it's a part of the discipline of being a fighter that you have to make that weight, and they look at it as a badge of courage. You know, that they have to
he's
cut
missed
that weight.
so many times. Someone should have just been like, "Yo, my
Okay,
man."
well, how about Weidman then? What do you think about Weidman? Weidman has a hard cut to 185. He makes it. He makes it pretty. Well, he's obviously the most professional because he's the champion, right? He always gets on weight, even in the fucking.
He's never missed it though. That's
He
the
almost
difference.
missed it. I mean, he didn't almost miss it, but he had a really hard time with it in the fight with the fuck's his name? The Italian boxer.
Oh, Philippou?
No. He's Greek.
Sakuraba. Or it starts with
Alessio
S.
Sakara.
Sakara.
Yeah,
Damn
Jesus
it.
Christ. How can I not
Jesus.
remember that? Legionarius. Alessio Sakara. He
Yes.
took that fight. I think that was on like a real short notice.
Took that fight and the Maya fight on super short notice.
That's what it was.
The
It was
Maia
the
fight-
Damian Maya fight. And it
That
was
was
on
8
TV,
days,
right?
bro. That was 8 days.
Yeah.
That's different.
That was it.
That's
it wasn't,
different.
The Legionarius fight, he crushed him, right?
Yeah, crushed
Yeah.
him. Maya went to decision short notice.
And it was a stand-up fight
Yes.
most of the time. And that was when Ray Longo was yelling in his corner, I saw what you got through at the fucking weigh-ins. If
Yeah.
you can lose that kind of weight, kid,
Yeah.
you can get through this.
Right?
Like he was
The
giving him the
best.
pep talk.
Yeah, during the fight, yeah.
How great is Ray Longo?
The thing with Weidman though is there's no holes in his game. It's not
true.
like Anthony Johnson. We've seen him cut weight and there's holes in his game.
That's true.
Weidman, that we haven't seen it, man. That dude
Weidman's
is
an
a
animal.
bad motherfucker.
He's an animal. He's an animal. He's a special type of Long Island animal that you never want to have a fight with at a bar.
How about his boy, Iaquinta?
He's crazy. I love it.
I love that.
I wish I was
love
there
that.
to interview him, man, when he
love
did that.
When he was like,
fuck
boo
me,
me,
no, fuck you.
boo me, fuck you. I
Yeah.
loved it.
He didn't get in trouble for that, right?
I don't know.
I hope not. They should give him a bonus.
I agree. $100,000.
I wanted to get, if I was there, I wanted to climb through the fucking screen and interview him. I wanted to. Like, in
was
that
the
moment,
best, man.
I wanted to, like when he was saying fuck you,
Yeah.
I wanted to, like, first of all, it wasn't his fault. You
You
know?
don't boo the fighter. He's
Yeah.
not the judge. He went out and gave it his all.
But John Anik was like, okay, looks like we've got some curse words here.
See ya. Yeah, just shut up.
He was like, we're not going to. All right, Al, take care.
All right,
I mean, he
Al.
didn't even ask him to stay. I would have
I know.
congratulated him on a really tough fight. It was a great fight.
How did you score the fight?
I thought Masvidal probably edged him.
Oh, I disagree.
Really?
No, I had Al winning 2 and 3.
I think I thought the first round was pretty dominant for Masvidal,
I agree.
and I think the other 2 rounds I thought Masvidal did just enough.
Ooh, I disagree.
You know, I didn't think it was nearly as dominant as the first round. I would like to go over it again, watch it with you. Let's do that. Let's go over
do
again.
it.
We'll watch it after the
All
fight.
right.
That'd be cool to do.
Would you say Masvidal is a 10-8 first round? I could see it being a draw if you want to go that route. I could see a draw if you give it 10-8 that first round.
Well, I think there definitely should be a wider disparity in scoring. If that is a 10-9, but then the last 2 rounds were also 10-9.
I
well,
agree.
that's
That's
obviously
ridiculous.
right there.
I
That
agree.
fight demonstrates it, right? That fight demonstrates the difference between the first round, the domination that Masvidal showed in that first round, and then the really debatable second and third rounds.
Masvidal kind of coasted though, especially the
Kinda
third
did.
round and the
Kinda
second round. I
did.
thought he was losing it, man.
Kind of did. And he hasn't. Well, who knows? This is the thing, dude. You know it as much as I knew it. You never know what the fuck's going on with these guys when they get in there.
He could have been clipped. He could have been clipped in the second round. We don't know. And he's coasting because he just wasn't there.
Well, it could have been that he was hurt in training. It could have been. Oh, big knee,
shit.
dude.
Huge knee.
Oh shit.
Damn. Knee central.
We haven't mentioned this fight once.
Not
How rude.
once.
How rude. Let me find out what fight this is. We're the worst commentators ever.
The main event, co-main event is the bomb.
Yeah. Look.
Especially the co-main event. That's the best fight on the card.
Which one's that?
That's Minowa versus the Polish cat. The Polish cat has beaten a lot of UFC guys. A lot of people don't know.
Yes.
He beat Houston Alexander.
Jamie, can you put up the card, like the full card, so we can see what the whole main card is? This is we're watching Paulo Pavlok and Sheldon Westcott. Looks like a good fucking fight so far. But we were talking about all kinds of other shit. First of all, I got to go back to this Roy Nelson thing and strongly disagree that he gets a fucking haircut.
Bro,
strongly.
get a stylist, dress these guys proper so they don't look like assholes.
No, he looks like Roy goddamn Nelson. He's a fabulous human being. Not everybody has to be Metro. Not everybody has to be a beautiful,
the UFC
handsome
can hire me as a
man.
stylist. The first thing I do is go to Joanna, the 115-pound champ. I'm like, yeah, that business button-up you're wearing, let's get rid of that. Let's ditch that. You know what I'm saying?
That's hilarious.
Roy, no more T-shirts, bellies,
Eddie,
and
you
jean
gotta let Roy
shorts.
be Roy.
I love Roy.
God,
I love Roy too, man. He's a great guy.
I love the
What's
mullet.
next for him?
That's a good
Because
question.
he lost over him.
The more unique characters we have, the better.
That's fine. He can dress nice and be a character. You don't have to look like fucking.
I feel like they just booked a fight for him. God damn it.
You see that documentary of the Sheik yet?
The Sheik?
Yeah, the Iron Sheik documentary.
No, there's a documentary.
Fucking good.
Is it? I love me
You
some
know
docs.
when you think I was into the
Love
WWF.
'em.
I was into the WWF.
I just watched Culture High, by the way.
It's pretty good,
Fucking
right?
dope.
Yeah.
If I could, I would do it, but I was like, damn, I'm pro weed
The
now.
Iron Sheik story, dude. The Iron Sheik story is fucking amazing. He was an Iranian national champion wrestler,
legit wrestler,
who ended up being a bodyguard for the Shah. The Shah loved the wrestlers and the top Iranian wrestlers. And his main bodyguard dude, forget his name, but he was the best Iranian wrestler ever. And he was his main bodyguard, the Shah. That dude ended up committing suicide. Whoa. So everyone thought, oh shit, he got killed. So the Iron Sheik, he was one of the bodyguards. He decided to bolt. He bolted to Minnesota, dude.
He
took
beautiful
off.
skin.
Yeah, but he was the second best wrestler in Iran, and he started teaching the Olympic wrestling team. in the United
Number
States.
one.
He was
world
really
champion. World champion.
And you know what's crazy? You know why? He wasn't even like how his character's the Iron Sheik with that. What do they call those headpieces? What do they call those
Turbans?
headpieces? Or whatever.
But it
those
wasn't
things.
a turban. It was like,
Iran was
something like
totally
that.
westernized. Iran was totally westernized. He had nothing to do with any of that. None of those guys are like that. He was a wrestler. He was an athlete.
Yeah.
He was a regular dude. He wasn't like that. But once he slowly started getting into pro wrestling in Minnesota, he would coach like the college team there, and they were national champions 5 years in a row. He was an amazing wrestler.
At University of Minnesota?
Yes, somewhere in Minnesota, and for the Olympic team.
Oh,
He was the man in wrestling. And he started getting into pro wrestling, not as the Iron Sheik, just as an American Olympic coach type. He was an American, but he was really Iranian. So that someone told him, his wife told him, he goes, you should. His wife suggested that he uses that because
she likes money,
well, we were in that Iran exactly
right? Like wrestling's great. Why don't we make some fucking money and you get a personality?
At that time, yeah,
right. Wrestlers are dead broke.
That's when we were we were about to go to war with Iran back then, and everybody, the whole terror hostages, the whole Iran hostages thing. So they took advantage of that. They jumped on that.
how crazy is that to
Smart,
do?
man.
Yes.
For him, though.
Yes.
Right?
in America.
He loved it. He loved being the heel.
Really?
So he started blowing up in Minnesota. Then Vince McMahon heard about this. The reason why he ended up being the reason why he ended up getting the championship belt. He beat Bob Backlund. But the way that shit's decided, they talk about this openly about how Bob Backlund was the American WWF champion, and they
What
wanted
the hell again? Dude, what is going on?
They wanted to bring in Hulk Hogan. How are we going to make him a champion? Vince McMahon goes, well, he can't beat the American champion. We need a villain to come in to beat Bob Backlund, so then Hulk Hogan saves the day. We have a villain champion for like a year or two, and then
Makes sense.
and then it blows up. So they needed the perfect villain. They fucking found it. They found Iron Sheik. So
Perfect timing.
The crazy thing about Iron Sheik is he wouldn't lose because in reality he knew he could beat everybody here.
Because he's a real wrestler.
Yes, exactly. So
Kinda like Brock.
They all respect, even Hulk Hogan. They all talk about this in the documentary.
Yeah, Hulk was a real wrestler.
The reason why the Iron Sheik was the only one that would beat him was Hulk Hogan. Because he was the best wrestler. He could fuck them all up, and they all know it. They all knew it. So he took, and Hulk Hogan says this, says Iron Sheik could have beat it. He could beat anybody in any room. For real. So for him to lay down for me and let me and pass the torch to me, that created Hulkamania. Him passing the torch.
You ever seen
because
Hulk
it was like
Hogan's
real
sex tape?
wresling.
Yes.
Yeah.
If they actually had a wrestling.
Have you ever seen
A
Hulk
real
Hogan's
fight.
sex tape?
Yeah.
Oh, don't laugh and point.
I
Are you
love
talking
Hulk
about
Hogan.
the gentleman's sex
Hulkamania.
tape?
You've never seen this? Have you seen his sex
Yeah.
tape? It's the best.
There's so much sadness in that
There
sex
would have
tape.
been no
Oh, I think
Hulkamania.
it's glorious,
That's
man.
hilarious.
Still looks good in
I
shape.
didn't watch it. I watched a few seconds of it. And I
He's
went,
still
getting his
yoked.
dick sucked?
Dude, he's
betrayed.
still yoked.
Got
His
betrayed.
arms. Dude, Hulk Hogan's arms are huge
He's
still.
fucking yoked.
How
Brown
old is he?
skin.
That's like a weird.
How old is he?
That's a weird love triangle. Like someone got betrayed in that weird love triangle.
was- I-
someone put it on the line, or they
It was like
wanted-
his best friend's girl
Why?
or something like
Yeah,
that.
they have some weird thing.
And in the middle, he's like, hold on, Nick's calling. While he's getting his dick sucked, checks his phone. It's the Hulkster, man. I'm not mad at him at all.
That is hilarious.
No one gave a shit, right, about a sex tape.
I think
He's still
real
doing-
WWE
it was
fans were
weird.
like sad.
Really?
How dare you, Hulk?
What if you found out that Hulk did that on purpose?
I'd be a bigger fan.
Oh, and they talk about the Iron Sheik being a massive cokehead. Like, he got busted with Hacksaw Duggan in a car. They got pulled over, and they had a bunch of coke and weed on him.
Think about
That's
the nights
hilarious.
those two
He partied
had.
hard. Iron Sheik is a mad partier.
Did you see that ad for Stipe Miocic?
That's a
and
good
Mark Hunt?
fight.
Good, googly,
That's a
moogly,
good
Brendan
fight.
Schaub.
That's a fucking fight.
Big fan of Stipe, man. After that fight with Junior Dos Santos, I was like, this guy, he's still getting better. He's still getting better. He's fucking really good and still getting better. You smiling, you heavyweight son of a bitch. Competitive motherfucker.
I think, don't get me wrong, Stipe's a fucking monster.
He's a monster.
I think that fight was more of Dos Santos. The Cain Velasquez fights took its toll on him.
A lot of people believe that. That's a little bit of
He
speculation.
has like a surgery every other week.
Yeah, he's definitely beat up. I've heard that. I've heard that speculation.
Your boy Nogueira's fighting again.
Yeah.
Struve.
Wow.
Why your boy? Why you say that?
I don't know.
Well, we both love him.
You love him.
All of us love him.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. It's,
have to love 'em.
Yeah, it's
Just
one
like
of those.
Crow Cup.
It's hard to watch the real legends like that.
Breaks your heart.
Keep going out. Like the Roy Nelson fight was hard for me to watch. That was a hard
That was
one.
the worst fight I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was
that
a
was the
hard
worst
one.
fight where I was like, oh my god. It was like a shotgun going off.
Yeah, when he got KO'd, it was tough to watch.
I told you, man, when Little Nog fought Anthony Johnson, I was in the back warming Pat Cummings up because I was cornering Pat for that fight. And he was just so beat up. His body was so beat up. He couldn't hit mitts. He was just sitting down like we are now.
Wow.
Bert comes by. You know how Bert goes. Fire in the hole. You're up. No sweat. Just walks up. Fucking
Jesus
prison
Christ.
stare. Walks up. Goes out there. Gets fucking annihilated.
Do you think that he's just had too many fights?
Yeah.
Too much training time? Too many
Too
fights?
much. Too many wars in the gym. Too many wars in the octagon. You're talking about one of the best ever, man.
Yeah, so back to that Jamie Varner thing. Jamie Varner was saying that he believes he's had about 30 concussions.
30?
Yeah, or maybe more. That's what his doctor had estimated. I don't know how his doctor estimated that. they did
Brain
it through an
scan?
MRI, a brain scan. I don't know what they did, but whatever it was, his doctor urged him to retire. And then he started talking about cognitive issues, memory issues, things along those lines. Then he sees a cognitive therapist once a week to deal with them.
This guy's got good jiu-jitsu, man.
It's very good.
I can't name too many fighters who have retired where I'm like, God damn, that guy's sharp. You're doing really well, my man. I can't name too many.
Randy seems fine, man. When you talk to Randy Couture is very lucid. He's fine. And he had his last fight really late in life. I think he was 48, his last fight.
It's true. And he started competing at, 42?
36, I believe. It was his first UFC fight. I was there. That was in
comb over.
That was in who? My hair was luscious.
Fucking dope.
Dude, he got a rear naked choke in his first UFC. Randy Couture.
Randy Couture.
Remember he took
Tony Halma.
Yeah.
Yeah, he choked out
back.
Tony Halma, and he fought this other dude too that night that had real promise. I forget the gentleman's name.
Did he get his back? He got his back as well, right?
I don't remember what he did to him. He might have mounted him and ground and pounded him. But the Tony Halma one was big right hand, ducked under it, took him down, had his will with him.
Couture's a legend. Woo. What?
Stud.
How about when Lyoto kicked his tooth out and he's like, you know what? I'm done with this bullshit.
Yep. He's like, enough.
Front kick to the
doing
face.
Goddamn movies. About to do some Expendables series.
Expendables 67.
Yeah, he's an animal. I feel real bad that he and the UFC had that falling out.
Well, it's because of his son, too, right?
Bums me
Like
out.
he cornered his son or some shit like that, right?
Well, I don't know if you can quantify
There's a number
what
of
started
things, right?
it out, but I think the thing that kicked it into overdrive, I think there was a few issues over the years, but the thing that kicked it into overdrive was him doing that Bellator show.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, after they put him in the UFC Hall of Fame, he signed up to do that Bellator show, and the Fight Master show.
Terrible.
You know, man, we all have different opinions about these things.
You thought the show was good?
No.
You tuned in every week like, I can't wait.
I didn't watch it, honestly.
Oh.
I mean, different opinions about like whether or not he should have been able to go into some rival organization and pump up the organization.
Probably not.
It's it's debatable.
It's tough,
He's
man.
a champion of one organization, but you got to do what you got to do, man. If people offer you some money, and you
I
have
agree.
an opportunity
the
like
UFC's
that.
not giving him a stipend after he's retired.
I got weird feelings on competitiveness in MMA right now, competition amongst organizations in MMA, and my weird feeling is, I don't think it's necessary. I don't think and I think it'll be a lot less of this now that Scott Coker is over at Bellator.
I think a lot less.
Yeah.
I think it goes up.
I don't think so, man.
Oh, you're crazy.
I think the hostility is not going to go up.
Ooh, I disagree because Bellator's going to get bigger.
Yeah, it's going to get bigger.
Because Scott
but
Coker's legit.
he is legit, but I think the UFC likes him. I mean, they worked with him when he was the owner of Strikeforce, and it is possible.
That was then.
Yeah, but it is
Shit
possible.
changes.
It's all fun and games till the Bellator's a legit threat. Have you watched Bellator lately?
Yeah.
I watched it last night.
was
I don't
good.
miss one. I don't miss a UFC. Don't get me wrong, I'm UFC till the day I die, but I don't miss one.
Dude, I enjoyed it. Marcin Held has got some fucking nasty jiu-jitsu,
Hell
man.
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
How about your boy
That kid's
Joe
good.
Schilling?
How about Joe Schilling? It was a good fight. He thought he won the fight after it was over. But Eddie Bravo, gotta do like this. Gotta do like this. You're gonna eat. We gotta remember.
Brooks.
He thought he
monster.
won the fight. It was a very close fight.
Super close.
You'd think
Takedowns are tough.
Yeah, Schilling did more damage, but the dude did get dominant position on him a bunch of times, which shouldn't mean as much, but
It does,
oftentimes the way they score it does. When the guy's on top of you in side control for a prolonged period of time, for whatever reason, that's worth a lot, even if he
That's
doesn't
winning.
hurt you. It is, but it probably shouldn't be.
I
We
agree.
should probably figure out what is actually. There's one thing where you're controlling a guy, but if you're controlling a guy and you're not getting any damage done, what difference does that make? Like, is it 50% of controlling a guy and doing damage? Is it less than that?
Well,
you got to quantify it. In
The
the
one
scoring.
positive thing I saw in Bellator is when homeboy Emmanuel fought. He just lost to the Renzo Gracie guy, the English
Emmanuel
kid.
Newton?
Emmanuel Newton, yeah. He just lost.
Yeah, I didn't see that fight. I missed.
If you
that
watch
fight.
that fight, Emmanuel took the guy down a ton, and the guy was so active off his back, triangle, armbar, so active, and they gave him the win because
Wow.
you're just threatening nonstop.
You know who does that? Charles Oliveira.
Yes.
True. Woo! You get that kid on
He's a nightmare.
on his
On
back,
the feet and
he's,
back.
He's scrambling on his back.
You know what? Cowboys similar. We don't see
Very
it a lot.
similar.
Cowboys
Very similar.
Cowboys guard game is nasty.
That's what I'm interested in seeing in this fight. Can you imagine if Cowboy could submit Habib?
be sick.
Good googly moogly.
I hope he does.
Good googly moogly. That is a tough fucking fight.
Tough fucking
That's
fight.
a tough fucking fight for both guys.
Speaking of tough fights, I saw fucking Machida yesterday spar 5 rounds like
Jesus.
it was nothing. Not shit. He could
Really?
go 10.
Really?
That fight's in 2 weeks, too, man.
Damn. How's he look?
Best I've ever seen him.
Do you
You
think
want to
he
talk about a professional? What? The
Yeah.
fuck?
Well, he has to be. He doesn't have much time left, man. You know, I mean, you think he's 36, 37 years old. His
37.
athletic prime is probably, you know, right now is about maintaining the super high level he's at right now. But like biologically, in this day and age, without taking anything, you're going to start to experience that pretty significant diminishment.
I'm telling you, man, though, there's no one more professional than him.
He's awesome.
They need a documentary on Lyoto just called The Professional. That
He's-
motherfucker's he's a legit martial artist 365 days a year.
Yeah, he's a super nice guy
Does
too.
he still drink urine?
Hey, how dare
I
you?
don't think
How dare you
so.
bring that up? No, I think
How
someone schooled
dare
him
you.
on that.
They're like, yo, you can't be drinking piss.
Hey, I'm
anymore,
not
man.
talking shit. I drank
I
urine.
drank my piss a
I
couple
did.
times.
I tried it for like a month. I did.
Did you really? Did you
Every
try it too,
morning
Joe?
I drank
Yeah, I
it.
tried it a few times.
I tried it too. After
Yeah.
I saw Machida do it, I was
Yeah.
like, shit, I'm just gonna heat this shit up.
It's not that big a deal. You know, everybody makes it out that it's a big deal. It's your own piss. It really. I did it with a DJ on the radio, and he almost threw up. It was hilarious.
Really?
This dude, no name in San Francisco. I don't think he thought I was going to do it.
He was
Both
like,
drank our
Joe, will
piss.
you drink this piss?
Well, it's really stupid to do. Don't do it, folks. But there is some thought that certain vitamins or antioxidants, I forget the rap. I would never do it if I read about it today, but when I did it back in the day, I was a little bit more susceptible to. The internet has schooled me on the reality of drinking your piss.
I wasn't in the
really? What-
UFC. I saw
what-
Machida do it, and I started drinking piss, man. That's how it goes.
This is why I look at it. I don't know shit about why we can't just piss out of our asses. Why do we need our dicks to get rid of liquid waste?
I mean, that's science.
Where is
Eddie.
this coming from?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking,
It's science, bro.
what I'm thinking is your piss is designed to clean that important urethra out multiple times a day, cleaning bacteria out, so that your piss can't be filled with bacteria. It's cleaner. It's cleaning your dick out. That's your body made cleaner for your dick to keep it clean. So when you shoot out sperm, it's healthy and clean.
Dude, you should be a scientist.
Yeah,
Right?
straight up.
That's my guess. That's my
Straight
guess.
up scientist.
That's my guess. I don't
tuned
know.
out about 10 seconds into that.
Yeah.
You don't think that makes sense?
It does a little, I guess.
It does. Why would you?
Yeah.
It would be. There has to be a special reason for piss, or otherwise we just piss out of our asses.
Every animal does it that way too. But women don't ejaculate and they pee out of their vaginas too. So
That's some
that throws a little
leftover
monkey
guy
wrench
shit.
into it. No, because everyone's born a woman. Everyone's not born a woman. Everyone's hatched a woman.
That's hot.
When you are when you're an embryo, everyone's a woman.
I
That's
did
why
not
we have
know that.
nipples.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
Really? That's why we have nipples?
Yeah, whatever the difference in the chromosomes are. You know, obviously I'm doing a shitty job of the biology here, but you know we're XY. That's what men are.
I've always had a set of
and
tits, man.
That Y gets established, testosterone kicks into gear,
changes
and you become a boy. But everything in the beginning, every embryo, whatever it is, every
And
embryo
then we're
starts out as a female.
raised to be obsessed with as
Dick
men
size. Dick
as
size.
no. When it comes to women, to less than nothing.
Yeah.
It's there's a void. There's nothing there. It's nothing. It's a hole. It goes in, and there's a void.
Have you heard of that Lady Valor, the Navy
Hold
SEAL?
up. What do you mean?
I was trying to take
Hold
a
on.
different route.
No.
I
What
was
is
trying
this
to take a
void?
different route.
I'm just trying to figure out what you're saying.
You know how a guy, when a girl likes a guy's private parts, there's
Right.
actually
A thing.
6, 7, 8 inches of a thing that they have to. You know, for some reason they like the way it looks. I don't like the way
Okay.
it looks. But when it comes to female genitalia, we are obsessed with a void. There's nothing. Not only is there no 8 inches, but it goes 8 inches deep of nothingness. So there's just a void that we have to.
I don't know.
We're obsessed with.
That doesn't make any sense.
Exactly. It makes zero sense.
It's
Nothing.
not a void.
It is. There's nothing
it
there.
grabs your finger, dude.
That's the outer edges.
No, the inside
of the void.
grabs your finger. It squeezes. That's
Look.
like saying your mouth is a void.
It is. It's a hole. The vacuum, bro.
Greatest stone biology rant of all time.
Hold up. Why the fuck does that say Jacare versus Chris Camozzi? Where's my boy fucking...
Oh, that's right. You didn't hear? Yeah, he got hurt.
No fucking way.
Yeah,
When?
he got hurt. He got hurt a couple days ago.
Jacare and Camozzi already fought. Jacare submitted him in like 3 seconds.
Camozzi gets a rematch on fucking Fox. Good for him.
Yeah,
Good
I
for
like
him, but
Camozzi. He's a Denver boy.
He's a great
Trains his
dude.
ass
I
off.
like that dude.
Oh,
Great
shit.
opportunity.
He brings it.
One day, boom. Big Brown up in there.
205.
One day. Look at that. That look.
Joe's on.
I'm trying to figure out the rankings here.
Did you hear Big Brown mention 205?
Yeah. What do you weigh right now?
I'm about 247. I've lost 6 pounds in a week.
How does it feel to lose 6 pounds?
Glorious.
Does it feel good?
Yeah, I feel great, man.
You feel physically good?
Great.
What did you do? What did you change? Just calories or the
Calories.
type of food?
I was doing it myself, for like 2 or 3 months, and you just can't do that, man. So I hired a nutritionist.
And do they prepare the meals for you and everything?
Drop them off every Sunday. Meals,
Wow.
water, plan, everything. I check in with them all the time.
So
It's way easier that way, right?
Way easier.
So do
You're
you
held
get
accountable.
one of those body fat tests and a body composition test? Do they do that stuff too?
No.
No?
He can. I don't want to drive out there and do all that shit.
The good thing with those is those are numbers. You get it down on
True.
paper. You got to make sure that you're hydrated because those things, the equipment that they use, unless they're dunking you, it can be a little fuckery.
There's always like a plus or minus 3% on those things, right?
Yeah, I
Unless
think
you go
the-
on those bod pods.
I think they say the calipers, the little pinchy things,
Yeah.
are like the least effective. The most effective is the flotation. This is a bad motherfucker, Jimmy Manawa. He is a bad
His
motherfucker.
only loss is to Augustafin.
Dude, he's only been doing MMA for like 6 years. He's like a
Straight
super
off the
athlete.
street, right?
Yes,
In
super
UK,
athlete.
yeah.
God
Good
damn,
athlete for sure.
He's a nasty striker, dude. Serious fucking power.
This Jan dude's no punk, man. He's
No
beat
at
tougher
all.
guys than Jimmy. Jimmy
I think
hasn't
you have
really
to call
beat
him
anyone.
Jan. Is his name Jan?
Is it Jan?
How do they say it?
Because in
Let's
Denver,
hear.
Colorado, we call him fucking Jan, all right?
Where's he from?
He's from Poland. This is his hometown.
Denver, Colorado.
In Denver, Colorado, we
Here
call
it
him
is.
Jan. But it's probably Jan,
Jan,
for
he
sure.
He said Jan.
Yeah, so Jan's
Jan.
beat Houston Alexander. He's beat Sokoju.
Yep.
He beat, you remember that, what's his fucking name? Relic? You remember that dude, Goran Relic?
Yeah, Goran
that
Relic.
badass Croatian?
Yeah.
He beat him.
What happened to that dude? That dude had
I don't
mad
know.
potential.
Right? He had skills.
I think he
was
got
just thinking about him
injured.
today.
I think he got injured.
His stand-up was nasty. He was
Yeah.
a mean dude.
Yeah, he was really good.
I think Manawa's the favorite. I'm taking my boy Jan, or as we call him in Denver,
Strong
Jan.
words. Strong
Jan?
words for
I know, right?
Colorado kid.
What? I guess this guy's just a hero out there in Poland.
Is
They
it
love him.
my feelings about this whole Bellator UFC thing is there doesn't have to be some crazy fucking hatred between the organizations. Everybody would benefit if everybody benefits. I really believe that the sport of MMA still has room to grow. And I think that a big organization that is alongside the UFC is not a bad thing. And it's a very good thing for the athletes.
It's great for the athletes. It's better for the athletes than it is the UFC.
It's very good for the athletes. I think the UFC is obviously above and beyond in terms of like the talent that
It's
they
not even
possess.
close.
It's not even close. But it's not a bad thing to have Bellator around. I think they do a great job. I enjoyed the shit out of the fights.
Yeah, I like him, man. I don't miss him.
I enjoyed the shit out of Joe Schilling's fight. That was a great
I like
fight.
how Joe Schilling does Glory and Bellator.
He's a
It's
fucking
dope, man.
beast. That dude is a straight up savage. He's a straight killer.
Super talented.
And a real good dude, too. Real good dude.
How many of those Bellator guys you think would come over to the UFC?
And
They're
do well?
champs and do well? Not many.
You know what, man? You really don't know until they get in there. You don't know.
Yeah, you-
And I
well,
think
look
that
at-
as
look at
time is
Eddie
going
Alvarez.
on,
Look at Eddie Alvarez.
well, he fought Donald, and Donald was on point.
Just saying.
Donald was on point.
But then he lost again.
Yeah, he did.
Every
Who did he lose
fighter's
again to?
different.
Who did he
though.
lose again to?
Didn't he lose to Henderson?
Look at all the fighters that
Am I
came from
crazy?
Strike Force and
Hold on a second.
Strike Force is different.
Why do I
Yeah.
feel like that fight got canceled?
Maybe you're right. Did Eddie get hurt in that? Because that's a hell of
Jesus
a fight.
Christ, why can I not remember that?
I can't remember
Weed.
either. Headshots.
All right, let's see. Benson.
This is your best fight on the card right here.
Yeah, I agree. Well, you know what? I'm very curious to see what happens in the main event.
I am
honestly.
too. If it was
Very
2003.
All right, this is Wikipedia.
we're already at the co-main event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Wow.
there's not that many fights.
Is this a 2-hour show?
No. I don't think so.
Man, we've been here 1 hour and we're already at the co-main event. That's weird.
It's also Fight Pass.
Yeah.
Eddie Alvarez lost to Cowboy, and they lost one more.
Okay, the last fights for Benson were Brandon Thatch, and then the Donald Cowboy Cerrone fight, and then Rafael Dos Anjos. Rafael Dos Anjos before
I'm
that.
making fights up, everybody.
Yeah. I think that was a fight that was
It
scheduled.
was supposed to
but
happen,
didn't
right?
Take place.
Who was Eddie's last fight? Because he's lost two, I thought.
I didn't know that he lost two. Why do I not remember that? Okay, so I love Google. God, it's awesome. Oh, Cerrone beat him, and then who beat him after Cerrone, though?
He beat Michael Chandler. There goes your fight pass.
He
No.
beat Michael Chandler.
Chandler was in Bellator.
Yeah.
Oh, you in UFC?
Who are you looking up, Jamie?
Sorry, Eddie Alvarez.
Yeah, he beat Michael Chandler to leave Bellator.
Yeah.
It just says UFC 170.
I think he's only fought once, dude.
And then he got hurt. He was supposed to fight Ben, right?
Yeah, I don't think he's...
Pass went down.
Fight Pass went down again? Listen, Fight Pass.
Fight Pass.
It keeps kicking me off, and I have to re-log in. This is really dumb. I'm going to sign in with Facebook. See if it makes a difference. Powerful Jimmy Manoa. I love listening to the European commentators.
Yeah,
I love
you're
the
right.
way they talk.
His only one fight was Donald.
You're trying to give him more losses because he's so handsome.
Dude, his eyebrows are on point.
He's beautiful.
He for sure gets those waxed.
I'm really excited to see him adjust to the higher level of competition because I think he will.
You do?
Yeah, I think he will.
I think you'd be surprised.
He needs some work with his leg kick checking, obviously. I just don't think he ever fought a guy who is as slick as Donald on his feet.
When you say
Donald-
higher level guys, who are you talking about?
I don't
Who do
know,
you think-
man. I don't know. I see potential in him. I mean, it all depends
not
on how
young.
much. That's what I was just gonna say. It all depends on how much damage he got through those Chandler fights and
He's fighting in Japan
he's had
forever.
He's had some hard fights, some really crazy wars. He's a wild motherfucker. I love watching him fight.
Me too. I love it, man.
Yeah, he's wild.
He's great.
Dude. But what you know as well as I know, when you have a wild style like that, there's only so much fucking area on the board. See that? Yeah, the Michael Chandler.
You
fight
get
is-
to a higher level where the pros go, okay, you're wild, check this out.
Yeah, well, it's just you open yourself up, and it makes it super exciting. I mean, we all know those guys who just go to war at the beginning of every fucking round, and they're super exciting to watch.
They're a fan favorite.
Yep.
And then next thing you know, 2 years down the road, you're
Yeah.
fucking 3-6, sitting at home watching these guys who are winning by wrestling and being smart.
And you can win that way. That's what's kind of crazy. Like sometimes you can win that way. And when you win that way, it's wild to watch. Mm-hmm. So it's like if you win that way, you did the right thing. But if you want to look at it as a long-term proposition,
Can't fight that way.
you can't fight that way.
There's no way.
The long-term
Leonard Garcia.
proposition is, yes, Leonard Garcia is a good example.
Plus, you
He's
got to
just a
remember
wild
the amount it
motherfucker.
takes on your brain.
Yeah, Leonard is just a wild motherfucker. So
Fun to watch.
So down.
This one's going to be wild.
Fuck yeah, it is. How do you say Buckwoltz? How do you say his name? Let's just call him Jan.
Let's do this, Yan.
Jan. Let's talk like we're in
Yan
English.
went to the barber and said, can I just get that
Handsome
Chuck
bastard.
Liddell? Is there
Handsome
any way you can
bastard.
just give me the Chuck Liddell?
Jan Blakovic. Damn.
Jan's beat some good guys, man. You got to remember, he beat that Latifi. You remember Latifi?
Has Manoa fought since he fought
No.
Gustafsson?
Nope, this is his first fight. Said he's been working on a lot of stuff.
Ooh,
Eating that jab.
hard jab by Jan. Hard jab. Need a few more of those. in
Jan
there.
too,
Get things
hometown.
crispy.
He's fought here before. I don't know, man. I like his chances, although he's the underdog.
A good fucking jab is one of the most underrated weapons, man. In the UFC, I think it's still the most underutilized tool.
Even more than kicks?
Yeah, I think kicks are definitely underutilized as well, but man, there's something about a jab. It's so quick and effective.
Look at Musasi. Look at GSP.
Yeah, if you got a real
Phenomenal
good jab,
jabs.
you can really disrupt a guy's striking.
Now, would you say Yan's stiff?
Who that? No, I like the way he's throwing that jab, man.
I love the jab.
I like the jab.
I just feel like Jimmy's a little more.
Look at that
more
left
loose.
hook. Look at that Manoa left hook. That was pretty. That left hook to the liver was nice. Ooh. That's the thing about Manoa, man. The amount of impact he puts on shit.
Yeah, super explosive.
Very exciting to watch. Motherfucker can pop.
Like you said,
Really?
though, you get to those higher levels, man.
Ooh, look at that knee to the body. Yeah, I mean, look, Gustafsson got him. That was a good fight. Gustafsson showed what he's made of in that fight. This is like Gustafsson and Anthony Rumble Johnson stuff going back and forth on Twitter. Was
The headbutt?
well, no, it wasn't even that. A lot of people have brought that up, though. You absolutely positive that it was a headbutt?
When you watch the tape, yes.
Yeah, I want to watch it again. Everybody says
I'd like
it.
them to fight again, though.
It seemed to me like it was definitely a headbutt. That's what it seemed like. But I would like to watch it again. I would say, oh, it was a headbutt. It was one of those ones where he was throwing the right hand at the same time.
Yeah.
So I don't know what landed first.
Yeah, man, when you watch the tape in slow motion, it looks like the head does
Could
land
have,
first. But
could
either
have.
way, he beat him. I don't give a shit.
And the right
headbutt or
hand,
not.
yeah, and the right hand did land behind
Yeah,
the
it did.
headbutt. It did land.
Yeah, so who knows?
There's a question of which one fucked him up first. The headbutt definitely, if he did crack into him, which I believe he probably did, it looks like from the angle. It's not one of those definite ones, where you could see absolutely side on.
Have you
can
seen
see
it?
the heads collide.
Have you seen it?
Is
good?
it?
Yeah, it's pretty
Definite?
good.
Definite.
It's
Okay.
definitely a headbutt.
We'll watch it again.
Did you hear Alexander said he wanted to retire after that fight?
Yeah. Hey, man, it's a tough loss. In front of your hometown, home country like that, tough loss.
I can't wait to see him and Glover fight next.
That's a good fight.
Great fight.
It's a good fight, and both guys need it.
And Glover is, I usually walk around like 230, 240. 220.
That's good,
It's 220 right now.
Well, he realized in that last fight that he just didn't have the gas tank to deal with Phil Davis.
And he also trained in like Connecticut in a garage.
Yeah. I think that's all he had available.
Is it?
Yeah, he had to stay. He had to stay in town for
Really?
this one for some reason. I think it might have had something to do with family or something
Makes
like
sense.
that. Yeah, I think that was the story behind it. So he put together his own crew down there of good guys, but you know what,
tough,
man?
man.
I mean, how many dudes, I don't have to tell you, how many dudes don't have someone managing their training? How many dudes don't have someone who's like a Mark Henry type dude?
96% of the
Yeah,
UFC.
96%. I think that's the right
The
number.
the main event in this, Gabriel Gonzaga, a guy who just has trained out of
Team Link. Yeah.
Team Link. He's the fucking Link. He's the biggest dog in the gym.
For sure.
Who knows the potential he could have had if he would have went
Yeah.
to Greg Jackson's or American Top Team.
I agree.
But
I
he
mean,
stays in Boston.
Well, he's got a family and he teaches.
I get all that.
a
I get
school
all
down
that
there.
convenience, but
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
But you know what, man? When Randy Couture beat him, he beat him when he was in his total prime. That was when Gonzaga was in his prime, and Randy just took it to him.
even Gonzaga at his prime's a fucking beast, man. He's
Beast.
been knocking a lot of dudes out.
That
That was the scaredest I've ever been for a fight, hands down. I was so scared,
really
terrified.
wow. Just because of the power.
The power, world champion jiu-jitsu. He's knocked out some fucking monster. Crow Cop. He's been in there against the best.
That Crow Cop knockout was terrifying.
That was the scariest I've ever been.
Wow.
I wish I could find that again. Gotta be honest. For reals. I'm not scared
Wow.
anymore.
Do you think that's just because you've had so many experiences?
Yes. And in the training room, I go against scary dudes all the time. So when I fight, I'm not as scared. It's not good, man. There's nothing like that fear of God in you to make you.
Wow. So, yeah, I see what you're saying. It becomes almost too confident or
Yeah.
too comfortable.
Yeah, I've been too comfortable. There you go.
Jimmy Mano was throwing some nasty kicks, dude.
Yeah, he is.
A lot of good power behind those kicks. That was a good round.
Give it to Jimmy.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying about Gonzaga. Goddamn talented, huh?
Fuck. What?
And he's really worked on his boxing his last few fights, and I think that could be a really interesting aspect in this fight.
No,
His hands
Gonzaga,
are
you're a
pretty
world
goddamn
champ.
good.
Take him down, submit him, my man. Mm-hmm. He is Gonzaga on top of you is some of the best jiu-jitsu in the UFC, man.
Why do you
Heavy.
think he abandoned that and just decided to bang? You think it was because of wrestlers?
No, he took Shane Carwin down. If you remember that, he was kind of whooping Shane's ass. Yeah, it was 40 seconds, but he took Shane
Right.
down, rocked him, took him down, and then Shane got up and said, "Oh, cool story." Boom, jab, knocked you out.
Well, he got a little careless. He had Shane hurt, and he got careless, and he ran into a short punch that just kicked the fucking generator down the street.
I was like, "Oh my god!"
Bang!
Shane killed a guy.
It was
Yeah.
a generator tumbling down the street with a cord following behind
Bro.
it. That's what happened to his brain when that right hand connected.
I also think Gonzaga has a mental issue with cardio. So when you want to grapple or wrestle a guy, especially in the UFC at this point, it's going to take a lot of energy. A lot of energy, man. I think he's worried about that.
Dude, Shane Carwin is probably the last guy you want to get hit with a short punch from.
Ever in the history of fighting. You guys fucking, they don't make him like Shane, man.
Just the build on that fucker. It's just so ridiculous.
So much power.
And pretty loose with his fucking hands.
Fuck yeah. Shane was an athlete,
Like
man.
that Frank Mir KO? Jesus fucking
I'll never
Louises.
forget that. Frank Mir's corner's
Oh my
going,
God.
he's not doing shit here, just rest. I'm like, rest?
Oh my
Shane has an
God.
underhook.
He has an underhook and he's smashing uppercuts through with fucking ferocious intention. That was some of the best striking from the clinch in the heavyweight division I've ever seen. That one fight.
I don't think there's any other heavyweight who can hit like Shane from an underhook that with that much power. Name someone who's knocking dudes out like that.
No, he hits you so fucking hard, and he's fast and loose even for a big
And
giant
he has
dude.
leverage.
Yeah, he throws perfect punches. I mean, those
Yes.
are perfect power punches.
All Shane did is box. That's it.
I think Shane's deal, unfortunately, in the UFC will always have been the injuries that he sustained before he got to the UFC.
100%.
It's too bad because he was a real goddamn freak. A real freak.
Best I've ever seen. I've seen a lot of guys. Shane in his prime when he's getting ready for Gonzaga is the best fighter I've ever seen.
Wow.
I've seen a lot of dudes, man.
That's strong words. God damn, dude. That's strong words.
Oh, and he's a fucking engineer. He's
Smart
like a
as shit.
superhero.
Yeah, he's smart as shit.
He's like a fucking thick Professor X, man.
When I hear about a dude like that, that's, the back issues just ultimately ended it, and you think about all the hits that he probably took in football, and if you could erase those and see a guy like that compete without coming in already fucked up in a certain extent.
And wrestling, though, too. Wrestling, he said.
That took a lot out of him,
Yeah,
too.
man.
Yeah, gotta imagine. You're wrestling these big, giant motherfuckers.
What do you think of Todd Duffy, Frank Mir?
Todd Duffy's a beast, man.
Todd Duffy.
Todd Duffy throws some fucking heat, too.
Todd Duffy's a beast. Todd Duffy and I were training partners for a while. I like Todd. Todd's biggest problem has always been himself, his mind. If he's tentative against Frank, he's going to get destroyed. If Todd Duffy performs like he does in the training room, Todd Duffy's probably going to be fighting for a title next year.
Wow.
Strong words. I also
What's his-
exaggerate, everybody. No, no, for reals though. Anyone who's ever trained with Todd, ask DC, ask Kane. He's been at AKA. Ask everyone down in Florida at ATT. He's been in Denver. He's been to fucking every gym in America. But if Todd performs like he does in the training room, he's a fucking nightmare. But when you see him in the octagon, it's just not there yet.
I hear you, man. That makes sense. If you look at some of his finest moments, the Anthony Hamilton fight, goddamn, he throws some fucking fast power punches still.
For sure.
Look at the
Anthony
Tim Hague
Hamilton's
fight.
not going to fucking,
Yeah, Anthony Hamilton's a big boy, too. Those were crisp punches.
Yeah, they were. Straight down the pipe.
Yeah.
Anthony just ate him, which you can't do at heavyweight.
Well, Frank Mir, how about that fucking jab left hook he landed
Frank
on
Mir
Bigfoot?
looked fucking
Loose.
nasty.
He looked loose.
There's never been a fight that Frank's fought besides Shane Carwin where I don't root for Frank Mir. What he's done for the
Wow.
sport, I root for him every single
And he
time.
switched his stance. Now he's fighting
Traditional.
orthodox.
He used to be
Yeah.
southpaw. Traditional. He threw that faint jab, left hook, knocked Bigfoot out.
Yeah.
Bigfoot's a fucking nightmare, man.
Do you wonder, though? I mean, Bigfoot went down pretty quick against Arlovsky, and he went down pretty quick against Frank Mir, and we know for a fact that Bigfoot, if anybody needs testosterone replacement therapy, it's Bigfoot.
I agree.
Bigfoot has a legit, tumor on his pituitary gland. Apparently, according to what the interviews that he's done, he would have to get surgery, and he's going to eventually get surgery to have it removed. You know, but his testosterone is not like normal person's.
You can't fight in the UFC then, man. I hate to be
Yep.
shitty about it because I
Yep.
love Bigfoot. He's one of the nicest guys.
He is one
but
of the
if
nicest
you
guys.
require that, and you can't fight in the UFC,
Right. And
because I want the same shit you're taking. Then
right. That's a good point. That's a good
I
point.
need a bigger head. Give me the same shit you're taking.
But you would have to, if you were going to do that, if you're going to let people do it, you would have to be monitoring them all times of the day to make sure they're not putting superhuman levels in, and then everybody would have like a level of testosterone they're allowed to achieve. Like
Never
maybe,
gonna happen.
Maybe you wear a fucking iWatch.
Yeah, right.
You
And it
wear-
reports back to the UFC
Yeah,
headquarters.
it checks in every day. I mean, that's not outside the realm of possibility. They have watches that tell your fucking heartbeat now.
It's true. It's kind of a good idea.
If they could figure out a way to test your testosterone, maybe just point your camera at your dick every day, and it would know just by the way the dick's moving.
But then your testosterone goes up real high, right? Like if I'm a ladies' man, I'm just destroying chicks. I'm like, God damn, Schaub's testosterone was like 9 times high this day. You know what I'm saying?
Right, that could be. Yeah, if you could be around a bunch of pretty ladies.
Yeah,
and your,
man.
Your
Just
body gears up for
jacked.
war.
Yeah, I'm in LA. Someone in Idaho's probably not the same, you know?
You know, they say that that's true. And that men around attractive women, like literally their bodies produce more testosterone.
100%.
You know what else? Engines. Like a rumbling engine, like a V8, like your American
I'd get
muscle
my
car.
dick hard, for sure.
For whatever reason, that makes your body produce more testosterone. They have no idea why.
Because it sounds like a fucking dragon.
Manly. War machine. I don't mean War Machine the fighter.
Yeah,
you know.
definitely not.
Yeah, it's crazy. You think about things that actually make your body produce more hormones.
Hot chicks in cars, man. What else? What else?
Isn't it funny though that you're criticized for being a foolish person
Oh, I
if you
know.
enjoy hot chicks in cars?
Yeah.
Oh,
Such a meathead.
you fool.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to my fucking DNA to love big ass titties and Porsches. My bad.
Yeah, you're sorry that you enjoy some of the most fun things ever. You're
Ever.
sorry
Ever.
because it makes you dumb. Like there cannot be one without the other.
No,
What's
man.
going on here? What's going on here? Why? How come they haven't begun the run yet? Do 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 do. Powerful UK. Here we go. Round 2.
3.
3? Did I say 2?
Yeah.
We didn't even talk about the second round. We just talked about titties.
We did talk
Muscle
about
cars.
titties and why we love them, and not to judge us. Jeez, man.
Yeah, it's funny that certain things are thought of to be for fools, but cool cars are one of them for whatever reason. You're never gonna see like a science professor that drives a sick vet.
No, it's weird. Oh, yeah. A sick vet and just have a girlfriend with a blowout ass. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, Neil deGrasse Tyson's probably the closest, but he would have to like put on a mask when he was driving around a Corvette. You know, if the people wouldn't take him seriously if he was balling in a sweet Corvette.
Yeah, there's no college professors out there with Ferraris and girlfriends with big ass titties.
Isn't
You
that
know what?
interesting?
Einstein was a wild motherfucker. He was like a rock star. He,
That was pre-Twitter.
Yeah, before he got judged by everyone.
oh man, he married his cousin.
That's pretty gangster.
That's pretty
Yeah,
weird.
He had a first marriage, had a couple kids, wasn't that great of a father according to this documentary, and then ended up marrying his cousin, and she became like his manager too, and he was allowed.
Damn, he had a manager?
He was allowed to see anybody he wanted, and she was cool with it.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah.
That's
Wait,
why he's the smartest guy
What
ever.
does his cousin look like?
She's schlubby. She was schlubby.
Damn.
Schlubby.
Really?
They just made a deal.
But they were, it was a deal. They made a deal. So the deal was when girls would come over, they'd have to bring her chocolates. That was a requirement.
That's it?
Chocolates.
Chocolates.
Wow.
Now I'm going to go suck your man's dick.
Now and then they jump in the car and disappear for a couple days.
That's a good deal.
Einstein was a mad player.
Damn.
Damn, I did
Can't
not know
believe
that.
it.
Yeah.
Jimmy Manawa.
Seriously.
I had no idea.
He was a rock star.
I like him even more.
I hate him even more.
Yeah, you can't. You know? Oh,
Ooh,
head
good
kick. You know who's allowed to that are sort of scientists? Well, they're not scientists, but they're super geniuses. They're allowed to get those kind of cars. Is like video game designers.
True.
Those super geniuses, like the John Carmack type characters. You
Yeah.
know what that guy does in his spare time? Oh, nothing. Just makes rockets.
Really?
Yeah, makes his
On the
own
side?
rockets. Yeah, he's the lead software guy, the lead designer, whatever, the lead computer genius at Quake, at
Fuck,
id,
man.
at id Game I don't know what's the actual name of the studio. It's just id. But they created Doom, they created Quake 1, Quake 2, Quake 3, Quake
Quake's
4.
huge.
Yeah, they made a bunch of fucking crazy games. And that John Carmack guy, in his spare time, he turbocharges Ferraris. He takes a Ferrari and he's like, not strong enough. Have a solution. And he bolts gigantic turbochargers to Ferraris.
Good looking dude too.
He's not a bad looking guy.
Really?
Yeah, he does judo too.
Shit.
Yeah, judo, jiu-jitsu.
Does he live in
yeah.
LA? I
No, he
need
lives
more
in Dallas,
friends.
Texas.
Too
He's a
far.
bad motherfucker. He's a legit super genius. Like, I have a dull mind, as it were. But when I talk to like legit super geniuses, I'm usually okay. Like, I can talk to them about things.
Yeah.
But when I'm with Carmack, I'm like, don't make mistakes. Stay on road. It's like just nervous. Totally nervous. Say the wrong word. Yeah.
Don't talk about shit you don't know.
Stay in your lane.
Don't pretend you know
Stay in
some
your
shit.
lane, bro. Stay in your fucking lane.
It's like if you're on a motorcycle and you're following a guy who's a motorcycle racer and you're trying to keep up with him and you know you shouldn't be driving this fast.
Yeah. Don't pop wheelies.
Just
showing
be the
off.
student and ask questions.
Yeah, man.
Ask questions.
Yes, absolutely.
Don't try to make statements.
Well, he would talk about programming and he would talk about code and coding.
How old is he?
Carmack? It's a good question. He's
Is he one of
probably
those like?
now.
Is he like a Doogie Howser kid
I believe
genius?
he's like 40 now because Quake has been around for a long time. I mean, they created Quake, I think, in the early 90s. I don't remember what year it was.
Would you
I'm trying
rather
to
be a
remember.
super athlete like Michael Jordan or a straight fucking genius like an Einstein or your boy at
Well,
Quake?
I don't think they're mutually exclusive. I think that the only way, I
Really?
think genetically, I don't think they're mutually exclusive. I think it's very possible that you can get a guy who has the physical talents of Michael Jordan and has an insanely powerful brain. It's totally possible.
You can't have both.
No, it's not true.
Which guy- who in the history?
It's possible. But the thing is, in order to have that much knowledge in your head and that much data
Not gonna be
bouncing
in the
around your
gym.
head, you're not going to be in the gym and you're never going to reach that level. It's
think that-
one or the other in terms of what you focus your attention on. But in terms of having the brain that has the capacity to reach like super genius levels, I don't think they're mutually exclusive. I mean,
Wow.
I'm just guessing, but I don't.
See, I think
don't
you're
believe
wrong.
they are.
Do you
I
take
think,
the 100 smartest guys in the world?
not very
damn
good
it,
athletes.
Jimmy Manoa going
What do you
off
think they would
here.
look like? You take the 100 smartest guys in the world.
They look like Mr. Burns.
Low hit.
They look like Mr. Burns. They
Is that
look
it?
like shit.
Oh, it wasn't it? That was the end of the fight. I thought it was a low shot. I thought they were separating them. That was
Boy,
a
I
war.
didn't think that one was going to go to decision.
Jan Blachowicz is a tough motherfucker. Did I say his name right?
Lifts Manuel high.
It's going to be tough for Jimmy to get a decision win in Jan's hometown.
I think the UFC probably brought
Polish
at
commission.
least one. Is it a Polish commission?
I would imagine because they have big promotions out there. What's it? K something? It's a big promotion that Jan was a previous champ of.
How do you say Blachowicz? Blachowicz?
Blachowicz.
He's tough as fuck, dude. That guy can take a beating. That was a good fight. Mm-hmm. He's going to feel that one tomorrow. As is Manoa.
Not too bad.
Yeah, not too bad.
No.
But I mean, a lot of shots to the body.
For
Manoa throws those nasty knees to the body, man. We weren't watching the second round close enough.
No, we weren't
Because we were
to
talking
judge
all
it.
kinds of shit about booties and Mustangs and shit.
And geniuses.
Corvettes.
Einstein.
That Lazar, that Bob Lazar guy. Remember that guy?
Mm-hmm.
That guy had a Corvette that was hydrogen powered. He made it hydrogen powered.
Damn.
He took a Corvette and converted the engine to run on hydrogen.
What a
pretty
crazy
badass.
story is because of either way, what he's saying is an incredible story. Either he's telling the truth, or if he's lying, he's one of the greatest actors because he's so
Yeah.
smart. You got to be able to fake some genius shit. And have people?
Do you know about it?
No.
Eddie, explain it. Tell him what Bob Lazar is.
You're better at explaining that shit than I am.
What's Bob done?
Bob Lazar was a former scientist, according to him, was a former scientist. He worked at Area 51. They brought him in because he was a scientist and because he knew a lot about propulsion systems and theoretical propulsion systems. He's like, I guess he's a physicist or something like that. I don't know what his background is as far as his education because it's in dispute. There's a lot of people that say that he fudged his
They say
education.
he's full of shit.
Who knows? However, this guy says that he was working in Area 51, and he was working on something. They brought him in to back engineer a UFO. They brought him in, and they took him to some, this is him right here. They took him to some hangar that has...
I bet that guy gets mad chicks.
And well, dude, it's not about that. What I'm saying is this dude was working on what they were explaining to him, nothing. But what he believed over time was that what he was working on was back engineering a UFO from another world.
Damn, do you believe him?
He
'Cause I have
is
skeptical
the
hippo eyes.
most convincing of all the people that I've ever heard discuss these things.
Really?
The most convincing.
He breaks it all down. He breaks down
doesn't-
anti-gravity and how it works and everything.
He doesn't seem like an idiot at all. He definitely seems like a fucking very, very, very intelligent dude. He doesn't seem like he's lying.
Has
But-
he wrote lots of books?
No, I don't believe so. I don't know how many books he's wrote. But I'm too dumb to know whether or not
Yeah,
he's stupid.
Me too. I don't know enough.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm too dumb. Like, he sounds right, but it could be like some martial arts guy that's talking all kinds of mad nonsense
True.
about what his qi gong is going to do to you if you get near him.
And if you're not in
didn't
that
know any
world, you're
better-
like, shit,
right.
son.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my friend knows a guy with qi gong.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
puts it on your chest, man.
That's
There's
where
guys,
we're at right now.
There's guys that believe that. So, and if someone speaks well enough, we sort of like assume they know what the fuck they're talking about. And I listen to him talk, and he sounds like he knows what the fuck he's talking about. It's a very
Has he
compelling
made
story.
any money off saying any of this?
I'm sure he has. I would
tough,
imagine.
man.
You know, there's all you. If you really want to get into it, you would have to Google it because I haven't really read about it in about 7 or 8 years. I kind of put it behind me. I kind of decided somewhere along the line there was no fruit in this pursuit because they couldn't figure out whether or not he had lied about his educational background. They couldn't figure out whether or not he had actually worked for the government. But then
It
they
should
found
be
out.
easy, right?
Well, they found out that he did work for one of the labs that he said he worked for. He worked for like Los Alamos. They did find out that that was true. So how the fuck did he get that job if he didn't have like a super high level education? But who knows what the fuck he was doing there when he was working there?
True.
People that are like real scientists have a lot of doubts about all the shit that he said. That's pretty much enough for me. But if I just want to have fun, I want to
gonna
pretend that
check
it's
him out?
true. If I want to pretend, because it is fun to pretend it's
Hell
some
yeah,
fucking
Yeah,
dude.
and there's so much
Hell yeah.
there's so much footage of him being interviewed and
Yeah.
explaining how it all works. He's an amazing actor if he's full of shit.
I'm just too stupid to understand
He could
it.
easily be full of shit, but fuck, this guy's good. He's
Yeah.
super smart. It sounds like he knows what he's talking about when he's discussing anti-gravity, but
But when
who
you
the
say all
fuck
these
knows?
other scientists are coming out, man, like this dude's full of shit.
Well, when I say
They
that,
could also be
like
haters.
Stanton Friedman, he's probably a bit of a hater, but he makes some good points, man. You can't. The guy's got to produce. When you say you graduated from fill in the blank, MIT or whatever it is, you should be
Harvard.
able to display a degree. Do you have a degree? Are you in their records? And if you're not in their records, and if you can't display a degree,
You never got a degree.
then I have to dispute everything you've said.
I agree.
And
if
so
you're
that's,
lying about a degree,
but is it possible that, especially we're talking about something a long time ago, is it possible that someone could go back to the records at that school and scrub him from the records?
come on, man.
Here's
that's a
why it's
reach.
not possible. Yearbooks.
True.
Someone
Well,
produced a yearbook.
Why wouldn't one of just his classmates be like, yeah, I was in class with him?
Yeah.
Someone would come out and be like, I was in class with that fucking dork.
Yeah, well, he should be able to name his professors.
Exactly.
He should be able
and
to.
he can't, huh?
I don't know. You know, from
calling
what
bullshit.
from what I have read, I would say he hasn't. But who knows how much of what I've read is the truth or what Eddie was saying?
Because
Could
I
be
know if I
haters.
graduate from Harvard, I have a fucking Harvard shirt on right now. You guys would hear about it nonstop.
Do you ever hear the Eliza Schlesinger story about Yale?
No, she's a friend of
Goddamn.
mine, though.
Google it. Eliza
a
Schlesinger.
friend of mine,
no,
though.
no, it's not bad for her. It's she dated this guy
Oh,
that was pretending
she
he was
did
from
tell me
Yale.
this story on the podcast.
Holy shit! It's
She got
ridiculous.
catfished. And the dude said he was from Yale.
Not just catfished. Like, this dude made up a story about his mom having cancer. This dude made up his job,
House.
made up his house, made up that he was rich when he's really like $100,000 in debt.
Yeah.
He wasn't even at broke.
He made a Facebook profile or what?
I don't know what
It
he
really
did.
wasn't even a catfish. He's just a fucking compulsive liar. And then he got a credit card and take her out to like fancy dinners and shit. But he racked up all this money on a credit card where he didn't have the money.
Dude, he was on an airplane with her.
Guy's a hero in my book. Just kidding.
He was
I
on
love
an.
Eliza.
Well, she's not dumb, which is
Hell
really
no.
weird.
She's a sharp girl.
Well, that's what's really weird about it. It's like, how did you get caught with this? Like, how did you? I mean, I guess You know, I mean, this seems like so many lies. Like, you didn't get tripped up anywhere? I mean, what was he telling the truth about? You know?
She said though he would lie about his mom being sick or dying,
man.
and so she didn't want to get too into it. So it was like
No,
almost
it
a
totally
wall.
makes sense.
You know, like you don't want to dive into someone's mom dying.
Right, but
The guy was smart.
But people were full of shit. They're full of shit. I mean, how good was this guy in regular conversation?
Must
Was
have been
it
great.
Rafael Torre. Rafael Torre. Eddie Bravo and I both have a story about a guy that was completely full of shit. He was a fake black belt.
It's awesome.
A total fake black belt. And when Eddie first introduced me to him, he was a reporter for websites. He was going and doing these the early MMA reporting, and he would do like gonzo journalist questions. I think they were describing it as, like he would ask dudes if they like fucking girls in the butt, like weird questions. And he was telling everybody that he was a black belt in jiu-jitsu. And then Eddie rolled with him, and Eddie was like, man, I don't know. I mean, maybe he was just like going really light, or he's just playing.
No, he was smart. He was smart. He said that he was half Brazilian, half Italian, and his dad, who's Brazilian, was a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And that he knew all the old guys, but he came from the judo side, so he was smart. He said, we were more judo guys. We were old school jiu-jitsu than my dad gave me a black belt when I was 18 or whatever. And we're not as good as, like, nowadays, jiu-jitsu is so complex and so evolved. We're not that good. I'll admit that.
Was he
I'm
just
a black
terrible?
belt. I'm a black belt, but I'm old school black belt. So he was smart. So it was believable.
I bet he was so nervous when he had to roll with you. Did you roll with him too, Joe?
No, I never rolled with him. I wasn't really good friends with him. Eddie was. Not. I mean, you weren't even good friends with him. But I only hung out with him.
We worked together.
On what?
He was a writer for the Underground.
Oh, gotcha.
He was like the main
UG?
writer, for the UG, and he was always at shows that I would commentate, like King of the Cage.
Is he
I was
still a writer
commentating.
for him?
No,
He's in jail.
He's in jail for murder. This is where it gets really
This really
crazy.
escalated.
Oh, dude, this is where it gets really crazy. I'll take you back to when Eddie exposed him, and Eddie, we were driving back from like, what was it, like King of the Cage? What were we driving back from? One of those MMA fights way out in the middle of nowhere.
It wasn't that I exposed him. I was
he
the
was
last
already
one to
exposed.
get. Yeah, he was already exposed. I was the last one. You know, dudes pulled me to the side and said this and that, and that.
I mean, in a phone call to his face.
Yes.
I mean, you basically you confronted him.
Yes.
And
I
it was
asked him
pretty
about it.
intense.
Yeah.
But it was a pretty intense call. We were driving.
Mm-hmm.
I was driving, and Eddie was right next to me. I was like, oh, shit. I had a Yukon Denali at the time.
I
And was like,
barely
oh,
remember the
shit.
conversation. I barely remember.
Shit. I was like, oh, shit. Oh, shit. Yeah, you were going, dude, stop lying to me. Stop lying to me.
Really?
You are not a black belt in jiu-jitsu.
Did he admit it?
Dude, you are, listen to me. Listen to me. You're a fucking liar. You're lying.
Damn, Eddie went
You're
hard on
lying.
him.
You're lying. You're not a black belt in jiu-jitsu. Do you know how crazy it is that you tell me you're a black belt in jiu-jitsu?
How you gonna lie to Eddie Bravo?
It was pretty crazy, and you could hear him like stammering and I was like
Stuttering.
trying to lean in.
for sure. Put that on speakerphone.
I wish I could remember all the shit that you said, but you broke it down in an undeniable way. You
So
said,
then
"Look,
he
man,
killed a
you're
guy."
You're a crazy person.
Then
And
he went on to kill him?
Eddie Bravo cuts the guy off. Okay, he cuts him off, and then our friend Gerald Streetbent, who was Eddie's first black belt, right? No, Denny Propagos was your first black belt.
Mm-hmm.
When was
He was Gerald Streetbent was my first. Before I even had a school, he was my first student that did MMA. Before there was no thought of 10th Planet. I was just showing Gerald Streetbent some jiu-jitsu. I was commentating for King of the Cage, and that's how I met Gerald. He was Raphael's student.
crazy?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so Eddie comes and teaches him some real shit. Has a bunch of real fights. He gets contacted by this guy because the guy wants him to kill his girlfriend's husband. He tells Gerald he wants him to kill his girlfriend's husband. He's going to give him a certain amount of money. Gerald's like, what the fuck? So Gerald goes to the cops. No, Gerald goes to the cops after he killed him himself. The guy killed him himself, choked him. Apparently, like, had him come meet him at the gym, choked him to death, killed him, and then was seen driving around in his car.
What a dumbass.
Dude, it's crazy.
Maybe he was a legit
driving
black
around in
belt.
Homeboy's car. Well, I don't think so. You don't have to be to know how to rear naked choke somebody. You know, you sneak up behind some fucking fat ass who doesn't work out at all, and you get a hold of his neck. I mean, he wasn't like completely inept as a martial artist. You know, he's like a kind of an amateur martial artist. Like
Yeah.
there's some videos of him throwing a spinning back kick on a pad. They're kind of hilarious. It's kind of hilarious. It really is like, you know, you getting a hold of Duncan and teaching Duncan spinning back kicks for a couple weeks and then having him hit the pad. It's fucking preposterous.
Well, what's weird is this guy's been lying the whole time. Then he kills a guy with a jiu-jitsu move.
This is where it gets crazy. He kills a guy and then he gives Gerald a gun to bury.
Before that, though,
Yeah.
before the murder, he set up a fake fight in King of the Cage.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Against this big Samoan guy. It was totally fake.
Yeah.
And they kept their mouth shut. They made it happen. So he ends up getting this big, giant Samoan guy, like in the shittiest knee bar ever. He just taps him. It's like a knee bar that's like that, and the guy just starts tapping, and he won. So, and this fight was his comeback fight. He told everybody he was 14-0 in MMA, but they were all undocumented fights.
Dude.
He was. Dude, I commentated that fight, and I was saying, Rafael Torre returns to MMA to defend his undefeated record.
Dude,
I said shit like that.
He had everyone duped.
I'll take it to the next level.
He had everybody do. He wasn't 14-0. He never fought ever.
I'll take it to the next
This guy's
level.
awesome.
I'll take it to the next level. He had a friend drive him out to the woods, and he brought with him a giant duffel bag. Okay? He told his friend, drive me out to the woods. I'm about to compete in a no-rules kumite. You know, if I win, I'm going to make a lot of money.
In
And I'll
Oregon.
come back with
In
first
Oregon.
place.
This is Oregon. This is a true story.
Yeah, so he says to the dude, come back tomorrow. Okay.
This was a newspaper journalist, a newspaper writer. He took the local guy, a newspaper writer, and goes, I haven't told anybody, but I'm going to, in the woods, there's going to be this kumite.
Dude, what's wrong with this fucking guy?
Right?
Kumite.
He goes, but I need you, I want you to write the story on this, but you're going to drop me off. I can't show you where it's going to be. So the dude, the newspaper writer, drops him off like in the middle of nowhere in the woods, and he says, come back for me in 2 days, right? And the guy had a big duffel bag with him, right? With something long in it, right? So the guy comes back 2 days later and picks him up. So he was like camping out there, right? He had like camping equipment. He came out, and then he had this giant trophy. He says, I won the kumite.
Oh my God, that motherfucker packed a trophy.
So what does the writer do naturally? He writes a story on it. He takes that story, frames it, and puts it up at his school.
Fuck.
Look at
That's
this proof.
so bananas.
Proof
so
that it
bananas.
happened. It was in the newspaper.
That's so goddamn
That's
bananas.
fucking crazy. You got
He's a
At
genius.
least you got a legit fighter coming out right now.
He's a genius.
Dude,
Crow Cop.
The Crow Cop's got a lot of redness on his nose.
First of all,
Did
we
you
don't
notice
know if he didn't go to a kumite.
Oh.
There's no
No,
evidence.
we do.
There's no evidence
No,
that he
we do.
didn't.
But we do.
So let me wrap the story up real quick. So Gerald calls me and tells me that the guy gave him the gun or something like that. I forget what the conversation was. I was like, what? Huh? Jesus fucking Christ. And then Gerald gets a hold of the cops, and apparently they were tapping his phone. So the cops call me, and they want to know what I know about the murder. And I explained to them, I go, look, I know almost nothing. What I know is what Gerald told me, because they were listening in on our conversation. So to say what I know is what Gerald told. I told him everything I know. What Gerald told me, the guy's a crazy liar. He's a fake black belt. I don't know if he really killed the guy or not. Like, it's very conceivable. This guy's so fucking crazy. He made that up too.
Fuck.
He might not even killed somebody. At this point, at least, I think it's pretty much proven that he killed the guy now.
Fuck, man.
But so
He's in
I
prison.
got involved in it too, man. I thought, don't bring me to court.
Dude, come on.
Don't bring me to court because I met Rafael Torre at Eddie's house.
Don't make me do this, man. Don't drag me
And then
into
it
this.
gets even darker because Gerald killed somebody one day.
Fuck's sakes, man.
Gerald killed somebody like a year ago in a traffic-related incident. Some guy and him were having some road rage incident, and it got physical. Gerald was actually on the phone with 911, and he fucking shot this dude. And now he's in jail, and he's on trial right now.
Dude.
And Gerald,
Some guy tried to run him off the road. Some guy was drunk. Gerald
Yeah.
wasn't drunk. I mean, the guy that was shot was drunk. He rammed him. Like, he stopped his car, pulled it in reverse, and rammed him. Like, they were having, like, some road rage incident, and that guy was drunk. Gerald gets out of his car. He lives in Oregon. He has a rifle. He has his rifle, and the guy's talking shit, and he's coming for him. And Gerald he's like on the other side of the car, calling 911. Said, don't get near me, dude. I'm calling 911. Don't get near me. The guy's talking shit. The guy came to him, and Gerald thought he had a gun too, and he pulled it out and he just shot him.
God.
Damn.
Is that what Gerald told you?
Yeah.
That's what he told you? That was the
That's not
conversation you guys
self-defense,
had?
though?
That is self-defense.
Seems like it should be.
It is self-defense.
How long is he in prison for?
The guy-
Anyone know?
exactly how
The
it
guy
happened.
was
Yeah, right.
drunk. He runs him off the road. He rams him.
Right.
Gerald
Pulls out
gets
a gun, that's all you need
He
to
gets
hear.
out with his gun, going, "What the fuck? This guy's nuts." The guy's coming for him. He was drunk. Gerald shot him. He was on 911 saying, "I got this crazy guy
man.
who just tried to run me off the road. I'm standing right here, and the guy kept coming. He goes, "Stand back,
I think
sir.
people
Stand
are
back." Boom.
People are basing the possibility that Gerald might have been more of an instigator based on some of the things that he wrote on Facebook. Apparently, he had written something about like "get out of my way" when you're on the road, or something about and had been involved in some other sort of road rage type incident.
But
But who the fuck knows, man? And also, we have to deal with the fact that Gerald, we know for a fact, experienced a lot of action overseas.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
He served,
Oh,
and
you
then
left that
he
part
came
out.
back and did some tours for like one of those,
It's tough, man.
what do they call them? Contractors.
Oh,
you
like
know?
Blackwater shit?
Yeah, he did a
must
couple of
have been
those to finance his gym.
Fuck, man.
So there's that. And that's undeniable, man. That fucks with a person's head, man.
100%.
And when you're thinking about a person in an aggressive type situation, and you've been in war before,
man.
you're used to people trying to kill you, and you got to kill them first. And Gerald is in a different place. He's in a different place than the average person. So the
Agree.
average person that says, hey, you can't consider the fact that he was, in the war and he had PTSD. That
That's
doesn't
bullshit.
it does mean something.
No,
Yeah,
I'm saying it
yeah.
does. They
no, I agree with you.
100% should be like, listen,
Exactly.
man, he's under a different set of rules.
I'm
there's
arguing with them.
And there's
Yeah,
some
me
people.
too.
There's some people that there's big misconceptions about martial artists, that a true martial artist would have not used the gun, would have used his martial arts to handle the situation. But that's all bullshit. The more martial arts you learn, the more you know you need a goddamn gun in your house. You need some guns, because your martial arts, the more you learn it, you realize that's last resort when it's a life and death situation. If it's in a sport or a controlled environment, that's one thing. But Gerald thought the guy had a gun. The guy tried to run him off the road. He's got a gun. You're not going to drop your gun and double leg him and try to arm
No,
him.
hell no.
No, me?
That's tough, man. If
Fuck
that's how the
that.
story
if I
went,
have a
that's
gun,
tough.
If I have a gun and there's some crazy shit going down, guy's drunk,
I'm gonna
run him
shoot you
off
in the dick.
I'm gonna shoot you.
I'm not gonna
use
shoot you in the face.
There ain't gonna be no rear naked choke. Who knows if this guy has a gun? You don't know. So
That's tough, man.
If that's exactly how it went down,
Yeah.
I agree with you 100%. Obviously, I'm not questioning anything, but I was not there. So
I don't know enough
I do
about
not
it, but
know.
yeah, that's
he
I
was
don't
on
like-
he was on 911 when this happened.
tough.
He
Damn,
was
Gonzaga
reporting the
looks good.
situation before the shot. The shot is actually
It's tough,
caught
man.
on 911 on
Wow.
the call. So, I mean,
That's a crazy case then. Why
He was-
do they have him in jail still?
they.
Yeah.
If that's exactly how it was happening, if he
Should
really
be
did
self-defense.
deal with a madman.
And as a veteran, you'd think they'd show him a little leeway.
Because
Well, who
he
knows?
has-
Maybe the other
there-
guy was a veteran,
No,
too.
no,
I don't know.
there was history of past road rage, but that has
Yeah.
nothing to do with this. Just because you have a history of past road rage, you know.
It depends. If he shot like 6 motherfuckers previous, then,
exactly.
then we have a problem.
If he's shooting people, yes, but there are no.
Damn,
records of that.
35 or 40.
Wow. All right. This is it. The main event, ladies and gentlemen.
Main event.
The fucked up shit is they got him in solitary confinement this whole time. It's already been
Really?
over a year, and the
God
trial don't start till
damn.
January, and he's in solitary. It's fucking bullshit, man.
Aaron Hernandez murdered like 19
Come on.
people. He's
Why do
chilling.
why do they pull him in solitary?
They're just railroading him, man.
Why do they
Fucking
do
him.
that?
Something has to be going on. We have to be missing a piece of the story. I feel like he's getting this fucked over.
They're
Something's
trying
going
to say that that he has, people have said he's been involved in road rage before. I don't know if it's like documented officially, but it has something to do with that. But that has nothing to do with this
on.
situation.
It's tough, man.
The dude was drunk. The guy that got killed, he was wasted. Gerald was not drunk, was not wasted. He was coming from the supermarket. These are all facts.
But you
He
t-
had him on 911. He was on 911, telling the guy to back off. He keeps walking towards him, back off, and then he popped him.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, it's on the record. So they're fucking him, man. They're totally fucking him.
That's tough,
He's in
man.
solitary.
feel like we're missing a piece of the story.
Who knows? We don't know.
We don't.
Some
know.
people get fucked, dude.
I agree.
That
some
does
people
happen.
some people
That
just
does
get
happen.
fucked, and he's getting fucked.
This Crow Cop Gonzaga is going to go two ways. It's either going to be one of the saddest things we've ever watched, or it's going to be a fucking classic.
Well, you got to think that Mirko wants that win back. That was one that probably haunts him. That was his big fight in the UFC, his second event, right? Eddie Sanchez was his first fight.
Yeah.
And then he fought Gonzaga.
It's for a title shot, too. The winner of that was going to get a title
damn.
shot.
Damn.
That's crazy. Is Randy was, if you remember, Randy was cage side, and he was like, "Man, I'd rather fight Crow Cop. Gabriel Gonzaga's too well rounded." If you remember that.
Wow. Gonzaga. You know what, man? There's something about Gonzaga when he walks on the scale. You know, when I do the weigh-ins?
Yeah.
He sounds different than everybody else.
Really?
Sounds like he's
thug?
made out of stone. Like when he walks, it's like thump, thump.
I'll tell you what, man. I fought both of them, and Mirko Crow Cop is the strongest guy I've ever fought, bar none. Not even close.
Wow.
He was like a fucking
Like Shane
rock.
Carwin strong?
Even more so. Like Shane
What?
can kind of move. Crow
Really?
Cop was like moving like the Thing from the Fantastic Four. He was like, it's like Crow Cop was made of straight rocks.
Jesus Christ, really?
I've heard people say the same thing about Dan Henderson, but Crow Cop, yeah. Listen, I fought a roided up fucking LeVar Johnson. He was nowhere near as strong as
Try
Mirko
giving
Crow Cop.
Dan Henderson a back rub. You break your hand.
I bet.
You will. Dan
bet.
Henderson's made out of wood, dude.
We have the same masseuse, and she says it's just a beast.
Yeah, he's made out of wood. He's
Yeah,
like
man,
a
Crow Cop
weird,
was
dense
so
dude.
strong.
That's interesting, man.
Crazy, right? It's
Well, he
weird.
developed a lot of really good takedown defense in Pride. If you look at his first fights in Pride, like the first fight with Vanderlei when they had those
Ooh,
special
good
rules,
right hand.
beautiful right hand.
Well,
Gonzaga's tightened up his boxing a lot, man.
yeah, he has. Well, you got to remember, too, is Crow Cop early in his career, he flew out Verdum before Verdum was really anything to work on his
Yeah.
grappling.
Yeah.
That was his grappling coach. Oh,
he tagged him.
shit,
He
man. That
tagged
right
him.
hand's finding the home. That's not good.
What do you think about this fight? If you had a guess before it started.
But I never pick against Crow Cop, man. He's one of my heroes.
But
my
just
heart-
objectively, analytically.
Objectively, Gonzaga's been fighting in the UFC for, at a lot longer, higher level. Crow Cop really hasn't.
Gonzaga's looking very fast here, too.
He does.
That double right hand.
It just seems like Crow Cop over his last few fights, he doesn't pull the trigger.
He's coming off 2 wins against Ishii. Obviously, that was in Japan.
Yeah, but Ishii's much smaller than him, too.
Ishii's shorter. Ishii's every bit of 260 pounds.
What?
Ishii's a judo gold medalist. I train with Ishii.
Come
Ishii's
on,
a
is he
fucking nightmare.
260 for real?
260. 260.
Really?
I think he might, when he's in crazy shape, gets down to 245.
That's insane. I had no idea. I thought he was about 205.
Fuck no. Ishii is thick.
That's crazy.
Super thick. And for him to, beat Ishii twice, I don't know how tough Ishii is, man.
Ooh.
He's a fucking monster.
Good kick to the body by Gonzaga. Mirko's not pulling the trigger that much. There's
He's
a nice
not. He's
jab.
super
He doesn't want to
hesitant.
kick because he doesn't want to get taken down. He knows if he gets taken down, he's in big trouble.
Some of the best takedown defense ever in the UFC. What they say, he's 4th all-time heavyweights, I think. I tried taking Gonzaga and I tried double legging him. My face hit the ground so fast. He sprawled every bit of fucking whatever it is, 260 on my little neck.
Crow Cop's a bit tentative. And Gonzaga keeps doing that lunging double right hand.
Why Crow Cop just look at the clock? That's a bad sign, man. We're fucking 2:30 into it.
Well, maybe he had a plan of waiting into the round before he opened
You
up.
don't think his corner could speak in Croatian?
Jesus, there's deep double.
Ooh, he's going to pass.
Half it guard.
Crow Cop's guard retention is pretty good. It's not that
He
bad.
has very good defense, man, yeah.
It's not that bad, but this motherfucker's heavy.
Oh, yeah. Heavy and a world champ.
Yeah, world champ, legit black belt.
Legit black belt.
Elite
If you can
level
get Gonzaga
jiu-jitsu.
down from his back, he's not such a threat, but on top, man, that's his game.
Yeah.
He's got a lockdown in.
Look at this
he had one.
strong control. Can't get out of that fucking half guard, huh? Just got to be careful. The explosion is still there.
This is trouble, man.
Crow Cop's always been like real explosive.
Crazy explosive. I remember I had Crow Cop in guard, and he got his feet on my hip, and then just straight.
Oh, Monta.
Couldn't get any worse,
He
man.
sliced right
Monta.
Good luck
Yeah,
getting
And this
out
is
of
what
there.
he's worried about too, is the elbows. He was talking about this, that was the big difference in the first fight, and he said that MMA probably should get rid of elbows because it causes a lot of blood, and people don't want to see blood.
And focus less on the ground.
I thought that was crazy.
That's ridiculous.
That didn't make any sense at all.
Oh, look at that.
heel hook, son.
That was nice.
Damn, look at this.
Oh,
Gonzaga's
no,
like,
he's
I'll
not.
show you how. He's tapping. He's tapping.
Not yet.
Damn,
that's
I thought he was ready to
snug
tap as he
fuck.
went down.
Me too.
It looked like he was tapping.
Ooh, I'm not
Wow,
mad
he
at these
got out
scrambles.
of this.
Oh.
Ooh, haymaker in the guard. I thought he was tapping. I couldn't see his hand. But it looked like he was reaching for it like right away. That was a bad position.
That was nasty.
That was a funky angle on the knee. I want to see that again.
This Gonzaga using his grappling, he's gonna be tough to beat, man.
I'm impressed with the Crow Cop recovering and
Yeah.
getting back to full guard, if you ask me.
That was
'Cause
very good
I
recovery.
agree. He was mounted, and now he's not mounted anymore.
Yep. And he almost got his leg
That's a
ripped apart.
sign that he could recover. He could bump him off the mount several times.
Crow
Yeah.
Cop worked with Verdum and Dean Lister for years.
Yeah.
For a long, long time, man. His defense is gonna be solid.
Yeah, he's well trained.
He's not easy to get to submit, man.
He's just not at the level where he can attack.
No. I don't think he wants to be either.
Well, against this guy,
He went for
not.
that heel hook, man. That was pretty nasty.
He tapped Randleman too. Remember, he
That's
got him
true.
in the guillotine.
Yeah.
Back in the dizzy.
I think when Crow Cop goes in the fight, that's the least of his concerns is submitting somebody.
That was the second fight after Randleman KO'd him. Remember that shit?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Randleman lunged in and cracked
Those
him.
Pride days, man.
Woo, they were crazy.
I don't know if
Pride
we'll
days
ever
were
see better
crazy.
fighting than then.
They were wild, man. And you know what was one of
The
the wild
Wild
things?
West.
He didn't know who the fuck was going to fight until about a week out.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, oh, sweet, man.
They were constantly adding. It was like an Ice House show.
And just epic.
They were constantly adding fighters. Like I put together those Ice House shows like 4 days out.
How cool were those days where you had two giant, legit MMA organizations? For the fans, it was the ultimate. Went back and
Pretty
forth.
amazing.
UFC.
Look at
one
this knee, look at
weekend,
this knee.
Then Pride.
Steps over.
Oh, right there. Oh no, he wasn't looking to tap at all. He was looking to get that arm under the leg.
Yeah.
Damn. It wasn't as threatening as I thought it was. In the scramble,
pretty
it looked
bad.
pretty wild,
Yeah.
but it wasn't as close as I
I'll tell
thought
you
it
what,
was.
if any guy has cardio issues between these two, it's Gonzaga. He's always had some issues when
you
he gets
think-
later in the rounds.
Do you think that's because of training at Team Link and not training at like ATT or something like that?
Not
where-
getting pushed enough, probably.
Yeah.
Like when you're always a bully, when you're on
Right.
top, it's easy to go 3 rounds. Try being on bottom, getting the worst case scenario, getting bad positions.
Right, and you got to get used to moving in those positions.
Yeah.
Whereas you're
When you're
not,
tired.
Right. And you're developing technique and you're developing endurance when you're moving in those positions when you're tired.
Yeah.
And that's something that people kind of don't know until they get in there and do it.
And you're not going to panic.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure Crow Cop was in mount during camp. He didn't panic down there. He got
Right.
out of it, got back to guard.
Yeah. But if Gonzaga can get him to the ground like that again,
Yeah, he's in trouble.
yeah. It's interesting, man. He is one of those, I mean, we're watching him in the main event right now, so obviously everything's going well. But he's one of those guys you got to wonder, what if he did go to Jackson's? What if he did?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
man.
what if he did when he was
With his skill set,
Really
how
young.
good he is with stand up.
Woo! Ducked under that kick, beautiful.
Oh, good luck. Getting,
Oh, nice knee to the body.
You're not taking him down against the cage,
Oh,
son.
dude, nasty knees
You're not
to the
taking him down
body.
against the cage.
Oh, did that one go to the junk?
Yeah, hit him right in that Crow Cop dick.
Do you remember the one with Czech Congo? Remember that one?
What?
That was attack against dicks.
It really was an assault on dicks. Crow Cop against the cage is not happening. You got to take him down in the open, man. That was our game plan. God, I just don't like. Crow Cop looks like he's just going to eat a right hand at any second.
He could. That double right hand is what Gonzaga's. Ooh, missed again. Oof.
You know what I liked about Gonzaga's leg attack was he was completely safe from being punched. That was an angle. He jumped
True.
on that foot, and that was a safe position.
Yep.
If he would have cranked it a little better or had a better angle at it.
Because
he
usually you
was
see when
safe.
guys go for leg locks or knee bars, they're usually eating punches.
It all
right?
depends on the angle.
Yeah.
Especially if you shoot up for a leg lock and the guy's still standing. If he has strong
Look at this.
base.
Look at this. Boom. Oh,
Damn,
beautiful.
Gonzaga looks strong.
God damn. Tested the flexibility. That's an old school move. The making you do the splits.
Yeah, super old school. Just lifted that leg up like it wasn't shit. Right? Just fucking get out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
He's so fucking strong, man. He's a beast. And in this top position, because Crow Cop, even laying under there, he's got to eat those fucking body shots.
He's going for that. Oh. For sure go for the finish, though, Gonzaga. Let's see what we can do
smush
here.
him.
'Cause
He's
we
gonna
got
smush his face.
5 rounds,
Look at him.
25 minutes.
Good pressure on the mouth. He can't breathe for shit right here.
Just wearing him out.
Yeah, he can't breathe for shit
That's
right
what
here.
Crow Cop does, man. He hangs on. You go to posture up, he gets the fuck out.
But Gonzaga is fucking heavy. Dude.
Look at him.
this.
What'd I tell you?
Beautiful, my friend.
Ooh, got a little punch in himself.
So that must have been a big part of his strategy. He must
Yep.
have knew he would be here and would attack that leg to try to get a better position. Not bad. But still, Gonzaga, tough to shake.
Yeah, he's going to be tough on top.
And he also knows that he's robbing Mirko of his vitality. Every time he smushes his face like that,
Yep.
covers his ale hole.
Plus, if you're a jiu-jitsu world champion, this is a walk in the park, being on top position here.
Yep.
And then he just
Look at
gets
this.
them out.
Phew, look at that transition, man.
The exact same path to the mount.
Yep. He's so slick with it, too, man. You see how there's no air there?
Grapevines the legs.
He was like, I don't even need to bother with side control. I go right to the mount on this dude.
Do you see how there was no air in his transition? It's just so
Super snug.
smooth. Oh, God, it's artistic.
Now, if you're Crow Cop, you can only get mounted so many times.
Because he explodes to get out of it?
Yeah, man.
It's a lot of gas to burn, huh?
To get a 265-pound world champ off you is going to be tough.
And as Hoist Grace
Oof.
would always say, he's cooking them right now, you know? By wearing him out like this before
For
he
sure
attempts
don't
to
try and...
submit him. Ooh, look
I
at this
hate-
mount.
I hate when guys on the bottom of mount try to punch.
Dude,
the fuck
look
are
at
you
this
doing?
mount. Look at this goddamn mount. Well, a striker, though, dude, they feel like any
There's-
time they have a chance to pop your chin.
A dude knocked a guy out from the mount before
Yeah.
in Japan. Knocked him out cold.
Well, how about
For sure,
Uriah
the
Hall
exception.
knocked a dude out from his guard? Remember that? On the show?
Who?
Look at this.
Look at that, right there.
Son of
Gonzaga. Trying to set up the... Was he setting up an armbar?
Looks like an armbar,
He
yeah.
wanted an armbar. It's a good move.
He's a beast, dude. He is
Did
a
Gonzaga
beast.
shave his back?
Look at this. He's looking for the...
No, it's still there.
looking for the Americana. Oh, a little blood on Gonzaga's head. Where's that coming from?
Boom. Good elbow.
Oh, Jesus. Boom.
Great elbow.
You know, it's interesting that Crow Cop was
Ooh,
he's
that
cut
open-
open.
ooh, he's going-
It's interesting that he's setting up a triangle. That Crow Cop was talking about how he didn't like the cuts because he didn't like the blood from
And
the
this
elbows.
is what's fucking him
That's
up.
what's getting him. Boom, boom. Transition. What control by Gonzaga. Look at the fucking ferocious control.
man.
That's some ferocious control. That is exactly what Crow Cop was saying that he thinks needs to change about MMA. And
Grappling
Gonzaga,
and the elbows.
Gonzaga just said, "Oh, I know what you don't like."
Fuck, man. That's a bad cut.
But the only type of person that says that about grappling and elbows is
a
the type of person
non-grappler.
that doesn't want to get that happen to
Yes.
them. As far as like him being able to do it to someone,
Yeah.
of course he would want to be able to do it.
Yeah, if that was
it's
his
very
game, he'd be
effective.
all about it. Damn.
Yeah.
That'd been cool if that was
Beautiful.
Didn't he
duck
mount
under.
somebody before and fuck him up from the mount?
Crow Cop?
Yeah.
Pat
Yeah.
Barry.
He mounted
He had
somebody,
Pat Barry
right?
mounted and his back,
Look at
right?
this takedown.
And then he
Look at
choked
this.
Pat Barry with one arm.
Boom. He kicked out the leg. Did he kick out the right leg or he kicked out the left leg? He tripped him.
Yeah, he picked it up and then tripped out the left leg.
Nice. Look at this ferocious ground and pound. Just nasty control. Look at this. Boom! That was the one that cut him open. Dude, the control Gonzaga had. Once he gets on top, man, that's nasty control.
If Crow Cop were to lose this fight, you think he fights again in the UFC?
That's a good question. I mean, they love him. He's still a star. He's still a legend. He's still, like one of the most important guys in the history of MMA.
Ever. And
Ever.
He's my favorite fighter of all time.
You
But
go
at
back
what
to-
point does the UFC say, you know what? We're good.
Well, he definitely is not going to fight Gonzaga next unless he beats him. I mean, if he KOs him right here, we stop talking. If he fucking head kicks Gonzaga right here, we stop talking. But
He's a great guy for the UFC to open new markets in Europe, right? You want to have a UFC in the Ukraine or something, boom, open up headliner with Crow Cop. He's still got a few fights left in him.
well, if he wants to fight again in Croatia, even if he's not the main event, they'll still sell the motherfucker out.
Sell out.
He's a national hero. He's a goddamn national hero over there. And, like we said, undeniable, one of the legends of the game. Gonzaga with a big takedown. Defense. Crocop, perhaps a little confidence. He's just looking to jab, though. Not too many left hands.
No,
and
no
saving
power
for that
shots,
kick.
man.
Got to see him open up with that kick, maybe even to the body.
Gonzaga gets right hand happy, though.
Mm-hmm.
His takedown defense was impeccable. But a lot of the time when fighters start to get older and slower, it's the reaction time that suffers.
Gonzaga's slowing down.
Yeah, it's tough third round, man. He put a lot of pressure on him.
Mount.
Yeah, held him down, beat on him, but he definitely took a way less damage. So if he's tired right here,
Dude, if he's tired, I could see Crocop winning this.
you never know.
You never know.
With 3 minutes to go,
Heavyweights.
you never know. Any
Bro,
crazy
3 minutes to
shit can
go, and you
happen.
got 2 more rounds, bro. You got to remember it's a 5-rounder.
Oh, that's right. I just got so excited.
And he's failed in his last 2 takedown attempts. Haven't worked.
I'm telling you,
Yep.
man, against the cage, save your fucking energy. Don't do it. This is all
It's
Crocop.
true.
This is his game, man. He fucked me up against
Ooh.
the cage.
Knee to the body, by Gonzaga.
While he had his
Ooh,
back
look at
on the
this.
cage.
Crocop looking to
Yes.
take him down. Oh, look at this.
4
Crocop's looking way
takedown
better.
attempts fail.
Dude, Crocop's looking way better. He's looking way better. That was a good scramble right there. Oh, good left hand by Crocop. Oh, another one.
Crocop's elbows.
Oh.
Did he rock him?
Yes, Gonzaga's hurt.
Oh, shit.
Oh, uppercut.
Yeah.
Oh,
Come on, Crocop. Oh, I think he
Gonzaga's
got
in
him, son.
trouble.
What's wrong with Gonzaga?
He's getting hit, dude. Oh, he got hit again.
He should have
Damn.
went
He
on
He should let him.
guard.
Nah, don't
He
let him
should've
go
known-
guard.
Shit.
Yeah, he-
Holy shit.
He should have stood over him in like a horse dance and punched.
Yes.
He shouldn't have got on his knees.
Especially with a jiu-jitsu guy like
Yeah,
this.
but-
He's going to fucking chill
Oh,
here now,
dude.
man.
He's got a posture.
Holy shit. What a turnaround.
Great turnaround.
What a goddamn turnaround.
Oh, he tried
But even
to
if
go
this
for
was
another
only a 3-rounder with 2 minutes to go, you could still finish him here. Oh, shit.
Oh, big elbow.
I'm not mad at those elbows to the gut.
Oh, shit.
And you
Now-
got to think, this is a real striker throwing from tight quarters. He might not be
Yes.
able to use his body, but guaranteed he generates way more power than the average person in
And
these
accuracy,
positions.
man.
Oh!
Those are some.
Those are hard.
Oh, shit. He's beating the shit out
Oh,
of
my
him.
goodness. Oh, what a goddamn turnaround. Holy shit. Those are ferocious.
Gonzaga's
That's
face
it.
is fucked
That's
up.
it. That's it.
Oh!
Mirko Crocop
He's
is
going to party
back.
tonight.
We got a classic on our hands.
Dude, holy shit. Holy shit. What a destruction. That was some of the best elbows from the guard in
Ever.
MMA ever.
Ever. That's where he should be. He should be taking dudes down and staying in their guard.
Holy shit, does he
That's
have
where-
some
that's where the
nasty
fire
elbows.
comes.
How ironic is it that grappling and elbows are what won him
Won
the fight?
and that's what he's complaining about.
What?
That's so crazy.
And we were just talking about that.
Would you put any money off you said, hey, Crocop's going to take, he's going to get in Gonzaga's guard and elbow the shit out of him
And it
TKO?
started with that elbow standing.
Yes, look at
The
that.
2 elbows.
Short elbow and tight. Look,
of the
Gonzaga's
ear.
hurt right there just trying to hang on. Watch this.
Boom!
Oh, that was ferocious.
And then
another
another
one. Oh, dude, Mirko can throw some goddamn elbows.
Dude, he shattered my nose like that. Exact
Boom.
same area.
Oh my God, look at this. Hammer, hammer, hammer. Boom, boom, boom. What a fucking turnaround.
We got to see some of those elbows
Dude,
in the guard.
Mirko Crocop has heart.
Fuck.
What heart that guy
Gonzaga's
has.
still down. His face pretty jacked up.
That's his
What
new spot.
heart.
His new spot is in the guard.
What fucking heart to come back from that.
What a great win for Mirko, man.
Ooh.
Look at how the
guy
sport
who
has
beat
evolved.
you?
The sport has evolved. Where it's the best place for the best striker ever to be is in the guard. Throwing those strikes. In the guard throwing those goddamn strikes. That's where he needs to be.
But you think about it on the
Damn.
ground, he can generate power in real short areas.
He evolved into
It's his accuracy,
Mark
man. It's
Coleman.
insane.
It all
Yeah.
comes back to Mark Coleman, the wrestler. Right? It all comes back to him.
Wow, that was incredible.
They showed
man.
Gonzaga. He's stumbling in the back. He's still not right, man.
That was incredible.
This is the only guy I would never instruct to pass the guard. Don't pass! Stay in the guard! Jump in the guard!
Damn, look at Gabriel.
Wow.
That's a scar you're going to wear for life.
What a big victory for Crow Cop. What a big
Well, now they're
victory.
1-1. Do they do it again? The trilogy?
Jesus, they might. They very well might. They very well might.
Or that's 3 in a row for Gonzaga. Does he get cut?
What does he say? Hold on.
Great suit, Hardy.
Prvo bih želio pozdraviti sve Hrvate u dvorani. Sve one koji su potekli iz Hrvatske da me gledaju.
What did he say?
Sve one koji su navijali za mene pred malim ekranima. A poseban pozdrav za moju ekipu iz Privlake koja je potegnula do Krakova da me da podršku.
What? Okay.
There's no translator?
I feel great. It was our strategy. There was 5 rounds in front of us. And we made a plan. 2 rounds.
2
Doesn't
rounds.
matter, win or lose. Just to stay calm, and we believe, really we believe, that 3rd round or 4th will be the last one.
Wow.
That first fight, those elbows that he landed on you in the first fight.
Those. Oh, look at that nice uppercut too.
Amazing.
Oh my God. Boom. Look at this. Boom. 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 Boom.
Use of the elbows and how that's integrated.
Ferocious.
During preparation, we were training how to throw elbows, how to defend elbows, of course, and it worked.
It was a beautiful
Legend, son.
Wow.
honor for me to be calling your fight. So what
He is such a bad motherfucker.
What if he just goes on a tear on everyone who beat him?
what comes next?
First thing I will do is take a shower, and we are going home for Croatia in about an hour and a half. We have our own transport, not plane.
Excellent. And back to the gym, back to train that we
Air Force One, Croatia style.
Hell yeah.
Maybe 1 or 2 weeks, I will take a rest and then training again.
Maybe 1 or 2 weeks, I'll take a rest and train again.
Monster.
Now, if anybody had ever told him to retire after his losses, you know, he would have missed out on this glory, right?
Right? That's
But-
why you can't retire, Joe.
But what do you think is the balance between a guy like this, who is just going to press on and still, at times like tonight, be spectacularly successful, or a guy like Jamie Varner, who says, you know what, I think it's over.
But a guy like Crow Cop, what's left for him to do?
That's true.
What's left?
Well, he obviously loves this as much as anything in life. And this moment right now is going to be like one of the greatest moments
I
that he'll
agree.
ever remember. And he overcame
The dude on
some
left's crying.
serious adversity. He
He
overcame
might
some
retire.
serious
Look
adversity.
at now he might
Look
retire.
at that, son. Best ever.
Most finishes in UFC Pride, WEC, and Strikeforce ever. 22. Vanderlei right on his tail. Anderson behind that. Shogun back in the day. 16. Wow, that's nuts, man.
All Pride guys.
That's nuts. What a legend that guy is. You go back to his highlight reel in Pride, though.
None
There's
better.
no one had a better highlight reel of finishes. That kick to the body on Heath Herring. We showed it on this podcast before, but it was like he went halfway into his body with that round
He's
kick.
insane, man. You think about the guys he's beat, especially in their prime. He beat Josh Barnett twice. He beat Mark Hunt. He
Yep.
beat Wanderlei. He lost to Fedor. But still, man.
Yeah, Fedor was the
Decision.
guy.
Decision.
He lost to Minotauro, but Minotauro had the best chin in the world at the time, and Crow Cop hit him with everything but the kitchen sink, and head kicked him at the end of the first round. And when the round ended, Nogueira thought for a second that they had stopped the fight. He's like, "Don't stop the fight." They're like, "No, it's the end of the round." He's like, "Okay, cool." Went out in the second round, took him down, and armbarred him.
I think those were the golden years of MMA. I don't
you
think
think
we'll
so?
ever get it back.
Well, I don't know about that. Honestly, I think everybody always feels like the time that was past was the great time. But I think the time we're looking at right now, with the exception of a few divisions, is so much higher level than we've ever seen before.
I think it's higher level, but it's just not the same.
Well, it's
I
not
think
the
it's
same
too
to
much.
us.
I think it's too saturated.
There was
Well,
also
I think,
a new
I think
thing
it's
to
like
us
wine,
back
man.
then.
Anytime there's new shit, the old shit always looks better. Like with music, with everything. Like you could say, oh, I like early Iron Maiden or I like early Motley Crue. I don't like the new album, which would be 1988. That would be new. But now, 20 years later, that new album that came out in 1988 that's an old album and that's a classic now. And it wasn't classic back then. But
I agree.
What Joe's saying is right now we're going to look back in 20 years at this point and say, holy shit!
I
Look at
disagree.
all these
You don't
big
think
matches.
so?
I don't think so.
It's all-
Because now if you want to be a fighter, you can do it. There's a way to do it. When they were fighting, it was like, what the fuck? How in the fuck how do we make this happen? And these are legends. Now you have I hate to be shitty, but you have some kids coming off the Ultimate Fighter or some girls who are 3-0 and they're on the big stage. These guys
John
earn their
Jones.
fucking
This rock and
right.
roll they play this rock and roll they play these kids these days. It's not like Boston or like Black Sabbath.
No, you know what I'll say?
Time makes legends. Time right now.
I disagree. I guess you look at the level of experience and competition in those pride tournaments. It's a higher level than we've ever been at.
I think the level is way higher now. I think back then you had 3 guys that could strike really good, and you remember BJ was the only guy that could box in the lightweight division. Now everybody in the prelims they're all good strikers now. It's like the levels.
You have
crazy.
more well-rounded guys.
Yeah, like it used to be that only a couple guys had professional footwork, but now. Anybody in the prelims, you can't get into the UFC unless you have professional footwork nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can't be half-assed. And now everyone is also incorporating a lot of that, what they call neo footwork, that Dominic Cruz, TJ Dillashaw. That's the next level stuff.
Hyper evolved these days.
That's next level stuff.
But I see what you're saying. It's like
I see what you're
Led
saying, too.
Zeppelin.
For me, yeah.
Pride is like Led Zeppelin and all that shit.
Yeah, but you know
get
what? See, Led Zeppelin, outside of the plagiarism accusations that are pretty significant, you just put that aside and just look at the finished product. Goddamn, I don't think there's anybody today that can fuck with them. They had some goddamn songs that were just so insanely good. So insanely good.
Have you heard
there's
Imagine Dragons?
There's different. I mean, everybody's. I don't know what that is. There's different and there's equal. You know, there's a lot of bands that I think are on that level. But there's like Whole Lotta Love. I don't think there's a song that's ever been better. There's different songs. There's awesome songs that are equally awesome, but there's none better. That's just like one of the all-time greats. It's up there with Voodoo Child, with Hendrix to me.
And going back to think of when Crow Cop was fighting Vanderlei, Mark Hunt, fucking Josh Barnett.
What the
God damn.
fuck?
And
think about these guys.
He fought
Fedor,
Vanderlei and then Josh Barnett in the same night.
Same night. Think how much weight he gave up to Mark Hunt.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Mark, these are in their prime. These are some of the best that have ever done it, and he's beating them.
Well,
same
and
night.
how good was goddamn Fedor back then? Because he walked down Crow Cop.
God.
That was essentially a kickboxing bout.
Yeah.
When Crow Cop was at his very best, he hit him too, man. He fucked his nose up. He hit him with some hard shots, and Fedor kept walking him down. Fedor was chasing him down the whole fight. He kept him on the heel, kept him on his back foot all the time.
It's tough, man.
Kept him backing up. Really interesting, man. That's how goddamn good Fedor was in his prime. When he was in his prime.
The game just changes. It's like basketball. Like you look at basketball, obviously, I don't know, you guys aren't huge basketball fans. You look at basketball like LeBron, like the game's change where it's kind of like a foo-foo league now. Well, when Michael Jordan, the Bulls were there, it was a different time, man. Basketball was better.
Really?
It's never going to be as good as that. Never.
How can you say that, though? Athletes are getting better all the time.
They're getting better, but the game's changed because it's all about offense. So really no one plays defense really anymore. It's all about the dunk and stuff like that.
But no one's preventing them from like.
They said
shifting.
that
the
20
name of the
years
game.
ago too. They're saying the exact same thing 20 years
Maybe
ago.
I'm old school.
Are you old school?
I'm sorry
think
I
you
love
are old
Michael
school.
Jordan
Yeah.
and prime Mirko Crow Cop.
Time makes
Listen.
legends. It just
Yeah.
over time we're gonna look back at LeBron and say the same thing.
Yeah. Well, you'll definitely look back.
He might not ever win as many championships as Michael Jordan, but already right now you got to put him in the same class as Michael Jordan.
You
You got
already
to put him in
look
LeBron. Come on.
Yeah, I think
you got
you
to put him
already
in the
look
same class.
at a guy like Mighty Mouse. There's never been a dude like Mighty Mouse. People don't appreciate it because he weighs 125 pounds.
True.
But goddamn, Mighty Mouse is good. He's so fucking good.
He's so fucking
He's
good.
so fucking good.
No one cares.
It's hard because he's fighting little dudes, and they're all 125 pounds, and people don't appreciate it just from like the human being perspective. Because first of all, they don't have to fight gravity as hard; they can move faster.
Yeah.
A guy like you. If there was a guy like you that could move like Mighty Mouse,
That'd be
they would
awesome.
have sports scientists come in and
For
try to
sure.
figure out what the fuck you're doing. You know, if you were doing something like unusual with your training methods, everyone would start doing it. If you could move like Mighty Mouse, you were a
Yeah.
heavyweight, everybody would do what you were
I
doing.
agree. Kenny Florian told me that DC was going out one night, and this was in Vegas, and he sees Mighty Mouse talking to the bouncer, like, bro, let me in. DC's like, my man, this is the world champion of the UFC. And the guy's like, really? Yes. He got him in. That's fucking Mighty Mouse, man.
Yeah.
It's insane. It's just those lighter weight classes.
Well, a lot of people don't know. It's unfortunate. But if you look at it from like the technique perspective, like I always say that if you wanted to emulate somebody, he's the dude. He does everything perfect.
If you're around the game, you appreciate it. If you're a casual fan, you don't give a fuck about the little guys.
Well, he knocked out Benavidez, which in my opinion was unbelievable.
Insane.
Nobody ever did that.
Benavidez is a monster.
He's a stud. And he cracked him with one punch.
You
dropped
need a
him.
heel. You need someone that's going to come
agree.
around like another Conor McGregor at 125. It's all about
Aldo
personality.
isn't shit.
Yeah.
Aldo, don't get me wrong. Aldo hasn't lost in 9 years. He's a fucking monster. He's never been bigger now that he's going to fight Conor.
It's true.
It's the best thing to ever happen to Aldo is Conor.
It's hard though to deal with the disrespect and all the stuff that he does to him. And all the
I think it's going to be
fucking with
trouble.
him.
I think it's going to be trouble. I think you're going to get a fucking nasty Aldo, man.
Oh, you're definitely going to get a nasty Aldo. The question is going to have the stamina to do that for more than 1 or 2 rounds.
Look at
Because
Chad
Aldo-
Mendes fight.
That's true. But Aldo, well, he hurt Mendez at the end of, was it the end of the first when he
Second.
tagged him?
The bell?
The second? Was
I
it
think
the
it was
second?
second, yeah.
And Mendez tagged him. But then into the third, fourth, and fifth rounds, he wound up winning a decision, and he wound up beating Mendez. But that was probably the best anybody had looked against Aldo. It was the first time anybody ever cracked Aldo.
You know how good Mendes is?
Yeah, he's very good.
You know, listen, I love Conor. Conor's my man, but Conor Mendes isn't a good fight for Conor.
Well, it's interesting because he's such a fucking powerful wrestler.
Yes.
He's so goddamn fast. And that's the one thing we haven't seen is the powerful wrestler. But then you look at what he did to Lamas. He puts dudes away with his hands. He's fast as fuck, dude.
There's no one more powerful than Mendes.
He's such a stud. Like
And
such
like
a stud
Uriah
athlete.
Faber was saying, Mendes is the biggest freak in the gym. And to see Aldo take his best and still win, everyone was like, Jesus,
Yeah,
man.
Jesus. Well, McGregor's even bigger than him. He's longer.
Big boy.
And he throws some nasty left hands, man.
I
Nasty
agree.
left
He has some
hands.
power.
Puts a lot of weight behind it. And if he can get one off, and if he can really impose that, like his psychological game is fucking strong.
He believes
like
in himself.
Muhammad Ali, Sonny Liston strong.
I agree.
It's strong in a weird way. Like you see no cracks in it. He doesn't ever back off. He doesn't ever say anything stupid.
I'm rooting for Conor.
You know, he doesn't ever say, I'm going to beat you into a living death.
Yeah.
Remember
No.
that?
Yeah.
Ken Shamrock
Yeah.
and Tito Ortiz?
It's like, damn, bro.
And you're like, come on, man.
Yeah.
He never falters with his shit-talking game. It's so powerful, it makes you deny who you are.
I think it's better for the sport if Conor wins.
I don't know about all that.
I do.
I don't. I think if Conor loses, maybe it's good for the sport.
Oh, I disagree.
Why?
We need that fucking pink elephant in the room.
But what if
We're
it's
all
a good
gray
fight?
elephants?
What if it's a wild, good fight?
Okay, then what do you do with Conor? Let's say he loses. What do you do with him?
Rematch or
Okay,
everybody else.
then you rematch.
Well, you're
Everyone-
highlighting the rest of the division. Think about this division right now. You got Frankie Edgar's about to fight Uriah
Terrible
Faber.
matchup for Conor.
Either one of those guys.
Either one, because they can wrestle their fucking ass off.
Uriah Faber would be interesting. Because we really haven't seen him at 145 in a few years.
True.
He might be better at 145. He might be better with not cutting such an extreme amount of weight. I mean, there's a reason why he's taking this fight.
Yeah, I
You
agree.
know, I don't think that's an excursion into 145. We didn't expect that. Nobody expected that. He's in the hunt at 135 for the title, but he doesn't want to fight his
Doesn't
boy
wanna fight
TJ.
TJ.
It's very interesting. Very interesting.
And
man.
Conor's big enough where he can do super fights against Pettis or
Oh yeah, yeah.
not Dos
He could.
Anjos, but
Well, and then there's a lot of guys at 155 that would love to fight him. There's a lot of guys.
the
at
entire
155.
UFC wants to fight Conor. What
Yeah.
he brings to the table, all of them want to fight him.
Well, if
I
he
just think
wins-
his best matchup, which this is fucking insane to say, but just style wise, Aldo's the best matchup in the top 5 for him. After that, man, it's trouble because we're talking about grapplers.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see if he could hang with Aldo standing. I mean, he clipped Poirier early in the fight. He did hurt him, no doubt about it. But we didn't get to see an exchange.
No.
You know.
You know one thing about Conor that I feel that grapplers, there's a really, really good sign, and I saw it firsthand, that he has the mentality to get really, really good at jiu-jitsu. And I'll tell you why. I'm teaching class one fucking day, maybe 6 months ago, maybe 8 months ago, and I'm looking over at the bag in the corner. Someone's punching a bag in the corner, and I'm teaching class. And I look over, I'm like, is that fucking Conor McGregor hitting the bag in my gym?
Yeah.
So I walk over, and I'm like, hey, dude, the first time I ever met him. I said, hey, dude, what's up? What the fuck you doing here? He goes, oh, mate. You know, mate. They don't say mate, right?
That's Australia or
Okay.
England.
Well, I can't do an Irish accent, but I can't do any accents. But we said, hey, what's up? You know, I told him I'm a fan and all that shit. And I said, hey, I'm just teaching, you know. And he goes, okay, I just needed a bag to hit. I was down the street at a hotel doing UFC shit. So I go back to class. Within 3 minutes, he shows up on the mat and just says, We're your best guys. And I said, oh, okay. So I hooked him up with my best guys, and he just kept wanting to go with all my best guys.
That's amazing.
And
He's
nobody
a great guy
does that.
too, man. He's a great guy.
No UFC guys do that. No UFC guys do that. There's a lot of hardcore grapplers, and that's what they do. They go from gym to gym and trying to get different looks. Guys are looking for the best competition, just looking for wars, looking for different style matchups. Because if you're training with the same guy all the time, that's not good.
Yeah.
There's 200 styles out there, and you're training with 3 styles every day. You're training with 2 styles every day, 4 styles. You need big, giant classes where there's so many different
So you
styles.
see so many looks.
There's so many in grappling. It's endless.
Connor's a brown belt.
Yeah. So
He's
he
a brown
showed up.
belt.
He showed up, and you know what? That showed me that he has the mentality to. He's not afraid to grapple and train and work with whoever on the ground to improve his grappling. That's huge. So from that point, I thought, you know what? That's why he's good.
I agree.
That's why, because
I'm a Connor fan,
He's looking
man.
to evolve.
Yeah, I'm a Connor fan as well.
Yeah.
I mean, he's definitely an extraordinary human being.
I've never had a famous UFC fighter ever do that. They a lot of them come by and say hi.
I haven't
and they
been in there yet,
They
Eddie.
stand by on the cage and they look in, and a couple have trained, but when it came down to rolling, they didn't want to roll. Famous UFC fighters generally, I understand where they're coming from. They're
It's ego.
famous.
It's ego, man.
They train in some gym where they don't know the guys, and there's going to be cameras out, and maybe he gets tapped out by a blue belt, and then someone goes on the internet and go, I just tapped out fucking da from the UFC. Guys in the UFC, they don't want that shit to happen.
They don't want to get hurt though either, because there's gyms I've been to where I'll go with tough guys like, some black belts, some brown belts, and then they're studs in the corner waiting for me to get tired. It's like, oh, last round, let's go, and then you end up getting hurt.
Yeah, that's
jiu-jitsu's not our
That's
life.
a weird thing that people do when they sit back.
I don't think they're worried about getting hurt unless they have a
No,
fight coming.
I'm
Unless
telling
they
you
have
they
a
are.
fight coming like next week or 2 weeks, then you don't grapple hard because you don't want to get hurt. But I
disagree.
think they don't want to get tapped.
So, yeah, that's
I think it's
true
both.
too.
I think it's both. I think it's ego, and they don't want to get hurt.
But it
either.
is gross when you see dudes sitting out and waiting for you to get tired.
I know, I'm like,
and
come
then they
on,
ask
man.
you to roll. Like, you just sat out
I know,
for
like,
like
what are
2
we doing,
rounds,
man?
You didn't even roll. Are you trying to cheat? Are you cheating? You
Yeah.
trying to catch someone who just
If
ran
the
a
guys-
marathon and ask him to race?
Yeah, it's weird, man.
If there's guys that all they do is leg locks, I can see a guy saying, "Hey, I don't want to get my legs hurt," because people believe that. People believe that, if you go against a guy that's going to attack your legs, you're going to get hurt. I believe that shit. I don't believe it anymore, but I could understand that. Guys, there's dudes that are leg lock assassins. I know
There's
guys.
also certain dudes who hurt dudes. We know that.
Yes.
There's always certain
That's their
dudes who hurt
thing.
dudes.
They don't
That-
give a fuck.
Well, that's the
There are those
Toquinho
dudes.
thing. That's the Paul Harris thing. They talk about that even in the gym.
Yeah,
that
man.
they had a problem with him, like more than one gym.
He can only train
hurts
with his
people.
brother.
What?
He can only really train with his brother because if he goes with anyone else, he just doesn't know how to turn it off. He's fucking ripping limbs off. and
Jesus
shit.
Christ!
So what are you
I
gonna
saw
do?
him roll with Mayhem. He rolled with Mayhem, and Mayhem tapped, and he released. But there's a video.
Where'd you
of
see
it.
that at?
There's a video of it online.
Really?
Is that a while
Yeah,
ago?
It was in Brazil back in the day.
He got him in a heel hook.
I think he got his back, if I remember.
Really?
I forget. Maybe an armbar. I forget. It wasn't a heel hook though. He got him in a few things.
I think it's a combination of both, though, Eddie. Ego,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
ego 100%.
For sure, if there's a fight coming, 100%, you don't want to get hurt.
Right,
You gotta-
safety.
There's all this money, for
Right.
sure.
But they're worried about being embarrassed.
Yeah, I
That's
think
why
that's
some
most
guys
of it.
never get
But not
good.
Connor. That's
I
why.
agree.
That's why I bring up Connor. That's rare. That's rare.
Connor's
Most-
mentality, man, I'm telling you, that dude is special, man.
Yeah,
Whether he
most-
wins this fight or not, that kid's going to go a long ways in life.
Yeah.
Do you know
He's
what's
just a
interesting?
good dude.
He almost retired 2 years ago.
I know.
Isn't that
Why?
crazy?
Why?
He had a friend that couldn't fight anymore. He had a friend apparently had been injured so much in fighting that he was done. And he was thinking like, what am I doing? I think I'm done. And he actually didn't show up for his boxing classes. He was teaching a boxing class and didn't show up for like 6 days or something like that. And then
Really?
finally his manager calls him up.
2 weeks.
2 weeks? Was it
2
that
weeks.
much? So his manager calls him up and his manager says, hey, do you want to fight in the UFC? And he's like, oh, shit, here
Yeah.
we go. And he just decided to go full on into it. Just went
crazy, right?
full on
Yeah,
into it.
he's really into not sparring with striking. He's really into that, like
Really?
working on technique more than
Very smart.
than anything.
Super smart.
Very
Exactly what
into
Jamie,
not sparring.
Jamie Varner was saying. Is that
Very into not sparring.
You know,
and doing damage.
Mitrione does the same thing too. When Mitrione first told me that, I was like, because Mitrione's very smart, but he's a weird dude. He's different. He goes, I don't spar, man. I just I get to the close and I bring it back. He goes, we'll spar. You can hit me, but I'm not going to hit you.
Why?
He doesn't want to do it.
That's weird.
Mitrione doesn't spar full go. It's working. He's on a tear,
It's obviously working. Well, I think there's a lot of those Thai guys do that. That's a big thing in Muay Thai. Like John Wayne Parr was talking about that when he did the podcast, that they play all the time.
Dwayne.
Yeah.
Dwayne's the same way, man.
Mm-hmm. Well, Dwayne has a whole system worked out.
Yes.
Dwayne is a fascinating cat. He has a whole system worked out as far as getting people comfortable with striking, and like where he takes you into it step by step. I would love to have him explain it. I don't know, actually, if he'd be willing to. Maybe it's his trade secret.
He has a whole belt system,
Yeah,
too.
he has a
which
whole
is
belt
crazy.
system. He's a very smart dude when it comes
Crazy
to striking. I was really, really impressed when I saw him working with TJ.
Yeah.
I was really impressed.
Hell yeah.
I was like, wow. Like, Dwayne Bang Ludwig is on some next level shit when
you
it
know
comes
what
to striking coaching.
The thing is with striking is the ego thing, too, but we see it in the NFL. Guys, and especially in college too, at these big colleges in the NFL, guys used to hit 4 times a week, kill each other 4 times a week, and then some coaches like, well, this isn't smart. The guys aren't getting to the game; they look like shit in the game. So then schools like Michigan and Ohio State, they pulled it back. So and then they were successful. Then everyone followed them. Well, now we see it in the UFC where, listen, you don't get to the UFC without being tough. You're tough, man. There's no need to do these gym battles and take it out of you. You're not
That's
getting paid
exactly what Jamie Varner was saying. Those are his exact
for it.
words.
And I haven't listened to a word Jamie Varner says.
Yeah.
I love Jamie Varner. He's a great guy, but I haven't listened to it.
I believe
but you don't
you.
need to do it in the gym, man.
Yeah, it's there needs to be some sort of protocol established for training, in like a real like a consensus protocol when it comes to contact. Like how much contact should you have,
Or even
what's
mapping out a
optimal.
camp. What if there's a protocol for an 8-week camp? You're going to spar in these days. You're going to do this, and it's just the way it should be, and it's down to a T. What if someone figured that out? How dope would that be?
The way your nutritionist has figured out your diet.
Yes.
Have that for your whole system, everything
Yes.
you do.
Isn't that what they do?
Some
No,
places.
well, not
Some
really.
places, team takedown. I guarantee you, Mark Lehman does shit like that.
Mark Lehman does that, and it works for Johnny Hendricks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, he knows Johnny Hendricks
He knows
like
Johnny
that.
very well.
Yeah.
And Johnny,
I don't know what that means.
Well, all
What
it
is
would
that?
take
Just
is
like
all it would take.
like fingering somebody.
Hey, Brendan, all it would take is figuring out. Okay, there's a what. Where are you going to put your wrestling during the week? Where are you going to put your striking? Where are you going
Everyone
to put your
does
jiu-jitsu,
that.
right?
Everyone
Right.
does that.
What else are you talking about?
But where is it overtraining? When should you spar? You
Yeah,
know?
that include that too. Yeah, like
Yeah.
sparring day, wrestle this day.
I'm with you, but
right?
to where it's the most efficient.
Yeah,
Because
I
now
think-
I'm sparring. I was sparring when I got ready for Trash Round. I was sparring fucking hard twice a week at Black House. Fucking hard, man. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think that's a bad idea?
Bad idea.
Bad idea.
Bad
you
idea.
said this also about your Ben Rothwell fight, sparring with Carwin.
I got knocked out before the Ben Rothwell fight by Carwin. Left hook.
How far out?
Before I fought Nogueira, Carwin rocked me so bad 2 weeks before. In front of everyone. And then we're on the ground. Let me tell this story. I'm getting ready. we do an open gym in Denver. Hey, come check out local fucking guy, Brendan Schaub in Denver, getting ready to fight Nogueira in Brazil like an asshole. We invite family, everyone.
It's like Rocky too.
Yes, I haven't seen Shane, and he's helped me nothing this camp. Shane's on a boat an hour away. My coach goes, bro, you're supposed to be here. Shane goes, oh, shit, it's Saturday? I go, yeah, man, Brendan's banking on you. There's fucking everyone here. He goes, all right, give me a second. Hour, fucking shade, smells like sunscreen, sunburnt, just all shitty. He goes, so who has gloves? Gets gloves on. I think he had like cut off jean shorts and a fucking Van Halen
He had
shirt.
Daisy
Something.
Duke on?
Just some Daisy Dukes.
Van Halen shirt.
Literally tells his son, he's like, just wait over there. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking destroy this hick. What the fuck you doing, Shane? He's like, you ready? Cracks neck to the side. I'm like, yeah. Just fucking comes at me like a fucking great white shark. Left hook. Boom! I'm like, whoa! Remind you, all my family and friends are like, oh my god, Shane's gonna kill Schaub.
God.
Shane's on top, ground and pounding.
After he drops you?
After he drops me, I come to, I go, what the fuck are you doing? He goes, sorry, bro. Here, get up, and then take me down. I'm like, no, this isn't WWE. I'm like, stop. I told my coach, I'm like, I'm fucking rocked, man. And then I fight Nogueira.
Wow. And he knew that you were about to have a fight.
Shane's
essentially-
super old school, man. Shane, no one made me more tougher than Shane. No one gave me more head trauma than Shane Carwin.
Jesus Christ.
Love that guy.
So the Rothwell fight, how far out was it?
Again, 2 weeks. Because that's
Jesus
really when I...
Christ.
when I was in Denver, the 2 weeks out was when we went balls to the wall, where it was me and Shane only, 3 rounds, and it was we were trying to knock each other out. And you know what we do? The coach would go 30 seconds. The entire gym would shut the fuck down and watch me and Shane, because 30 seconds meant technique out the window, plant your feet and punch each other in the face.
Oh my God.
That's what I would do, and I used to bank on it. People were like, "Oh, you're the best, Schaub. That was so cool." I'm like, "Yeah, thanks, man."
You used to bank on that?
That it was like my thing. It was like, "Yeah, Schaub goes toe to toe with Darwin, man. This is so cool." Bad idea, man. Then I'd go in the bathroom to throw up. I'd get in my car. I wouldn't know how to drive home.
Oh my God.
Shane would tell me the same thing. Call me. That was amazing, brother. I'm fucked up. True story, man.
That's some Cheech and Chong conversation.
I know. Dude, it's like, dude, where's my car?
Oh my
That's me
God,
and Shane,
that's so
man.
crazy. That's
know.
so crazy.
When I think back on it, now I'd be like, no, get the fuck out of here. Like, when I was getting ready for camp at Black House, they do this thing where they do rounds, and you have to leave your foot in. They put 3 cones out. You have to leave your foot in the cone, and then spar guys, just to work on, stay in the pocket, moving.
Right.
And I was just getting started, man. And they were doing like 12 rounds. And I did,
what?
Yeah, and I did like 6.
Did you rotate guys or just?
Yeah, you'd rotate guys.
Oh my God.
And I did like 6, and then I was like, dude, I'm taking some shots here. And this is the older, Big Brown. I was like, I'm good, man. I'm done. I wish I was that smart when I was young.
See, different people have different systems as far as teaching people how to strike and moving in like certain positions every time and time again. When you watch like the really high level kickboxers from Holland, they all have like a very systematic approach.
Yeah.
Like I'd love to get you to sit down with, or to train rather, with Rob Kamen. Rob Kamen is a real interesting guy when it comes to that stuff. He's got a system, and he teaches a system a lot like a lot of people teach a jiu-jitsu system, not as complex as like your system, because your system is just infinite number of moves and positions. But Kamen had like a deep knowledge of that Dutch style kickboxing system.
And he's a heavyweight, and he's trained heavyweights,
He's
right?
a big fella.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's over 205 pounds.
Yeah, I mean, he's a bigger dude.
He's a
my
big
bad,
fella.
yeah.
Well, he's a bad motherfucker. Rob Kamen, if you go back and watch his
Best
highlight
leg
reel,
kicks
some of his,
like ever, yeah.
he was tremendous. His technique was spectacular.
He's in Santa Monica, right?
He's
Is that
here
right?
now. I think he's staying in Topanga. But he's here now. He's in town. What a great guy too. Just a sweetheart of a guy. But he's interesting because he was responsible for a lot of Brandon Vera's early success.
That's right. That's where I know the name.
Yeah, he was working with Brandon Vera early in his career. And whether or not that's why Brandon was so successful, it's up to debate, But he was doing really well back then when he was with Kamen.
Makes sense.
I mean, that's when he beat Frank Mir. It's when he beat a lot of guys.
Beat
back
that
then.
Silva. Remember Silva?
Yeah.
Remember that heavyweight Silva?
Swario Silva.
Yes.
Was that
He
who it
a
was?
beast. Yeah.
Did he guillotine him?
Guillotine him. That
That's
was
right.
nasty.
Who did he head kick KO? He head kicked KO Justin Eilers.
Bad.
Yeah.
Justin Eilers, and then he kneed Frank Mir, remember? Mm-hmm. That's when
That's
he was
right.
and then he got on the mic, was like, I'm going to be the first fighter ever, heavyweight, light heavyweight.
Yeah. He looked good back then, man.
He was nasty.
He looked good. And those are the Rob Kamen days. Related or not related, I don't know. And then there was also, when you talk about him, you got to talk about he had a contract dispute. So he was out for a long time. There was a contract dispute for the UFC. Came back, there's a lot of pressure on him. Didn't perform that well when he came back. Just taking that downtime off for contract disputes too. That
tough,
can
man.
fuck with your head, man.
I think he's still fighting in ONE FC.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. He's a heavyweight. Heavyweight
to
again.
heavyweight.
Yeah.
He said, fuck this diet.
Yeah, well, especially ONE FC. I don't know what sort of Mexican supplements they test for.
Yeah, I don't either.
Do they have the full menu of Mexican supplements?
I don't know. That's trouble fighting a Brandon Vera on anything.
Well, a lot of these guys, they say, like, let them take it. Why not? Have an organization where they do take it. Let's see what happens. If you've got international fighters that fight over there, just say, hey, this is the pride of Asia. This is how it goes. We're not going to test you for steroids. We don't have to over
That'd be
here.
interesting.
Does ONE FC test?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
Well,
Someone
Rich
asked for
Franklin's the big dog over there, right? He's running it.
Yeah.
He's running it.
Yeah. Okay, let's ask. Does ONE FC test for steroids? What do you think? I'm going to say no.
I would say no to fuck no. I mean, anything outside the United States, I'm always sketchy about, man.
All right, let's see. Does ONE FC
I don't give a
test
fuck
for
where
steroids?
it is.
It doesn't. Let's see. Steroid use in American football. Why does it think
You
football?
got too many
Dana White
T's, I think.
admits. Yeah, is that it?
You got to get on Twitter for that.
You think so?
You think?
You got to just ask people.
Did someone text Rich Franklin? Is he really going to tell us?
Someone's got to know on Twitter. Do they test for steroids at one?
Is it the
FC?
number one? Is it number one FC or
0 NEFC?
Let's try this. No, one FC champion versus champion.
Ben Askren, bitches and beauties.
Doesn't say.
Well,
I don't know. Ooh, drug tests. We're clean. Okay, that means they have a drug test. One FC.
dude, but Pride used to say they're clean.
Dare you?
Pride
What
was
are
like,
you
nah, we're
saying?
good. Botsweb's like, yeah, we're good.
Everybody's
George
fine.
Oliveira. That isn't our George Oliveira, is it?
Yeah, he fought for them for a while.
For ONE FC? I didn't know that.
Yeah. What do you mean? Which George Oliveira are you talking about?
From Legends.
I think it's him, isn't it?
First of all, well, it says drug tests were clean, stating that George Oliveira tested positive for steroids.
How dare that? Let's check.
Like I said, man, anything outside the United States makes me skeptical hippo.
Skeptical Hippo?
Yeah,
is
you ever
that?
seen that meme? It's a skeptical with just sketchy eyes.
No. Skeptical Hippo?
Yeah, it's a funny meme. Have you seen it?
Oh, this is a different guy. That's the George Oliveira that tested positive in the Ryan LaFleur fight. That's the guy who fought Ryan LaFleur in the UFC recently. Right? He didn't fight Ryan LaFleur. He fought in the Ryan LaFleur undercard, excuse me. LaFleur fought Damian Maia.
Oh, damn,
Damian
he
Maia
did
looked
test
good in
positive.
that fight. Yeah.
Maia looked great, right? LaFleur's tough to
This
deal
is
with.
our buddy. That's our buddy, Oliveira. Skeptical Hippo is skeptical. There it
Look,
is. Now
that's
I know.
that's my face when you ask if they do steroids. George Oliver.
That's our
Oh,
buddy.
I know that guy.
Yeah,
I've trained with that
yeah,
guy.
yeah.
He's
Yeah,
a
that's
black belt,
different
right?
one. So there's more than
Yeah.
obviously there's more than one George Oliveira.
Wait, he's not your friend?
No,
That guy is.
guy is.
Okay.
Yeah, that guy is our friend.
He
From
trains.
Legend.
Yeah, from Legend, right?
Legends MMA was back in the day was a fun place, man.
I went there. I bought a T-shirt. I came to LA with a buddy, and at the time I wasn't fighting. I went to Legends just because Randy Couture owned it. I bought a T-shirt like a fanboy. Wore it around. Awesome.
Hey, let's watch that fight if we can. Let's see if we can watch that.
Iaquinta.
Yeah, the Al Quinta fight, or that was the one that we wanted to watch, and
Yeah,
the
that
other
was
one
the
that we
main
wanted
one.
to watch was the KO, the Gustafson Anthony Johnson
yeah,
fight.
with the
See that
headbutt.
We'll watch that first. Go take a pee, young man.
Yes, sir.
Hey, if we have time, I would love your opinion on Kathy Long's highlight reel.
She's dope, dude. I've seen her fight before. She was one of those American kickboxers from back in the day, right?
Dude, she moved very well, very well.
Yeah, she was badass, dude. She was badass.
She wants to fight.
Does she?
Yeah, she's trying to get a fight right now, Kathy. She's for the 51, and she's in great
She's
shape.
51?
She's in great shape. I see her twice a week at my gym. She's in great shape, man.
Wow.
Yeah, she's trying to get a fight, but
That's amazing. 51.
Invicta should look into her. Kathy Long can still strike. She's still badass, and she's got decent defensive jiu-jitsu. She actually fought MMA like 2-3 years ago and won.
Did she really?
Yeah, she fought in. Ooh, what show is that? That's up on YouTube too. She won. She was 49 and she won.
Wow. That's amazing.
She really wants to fight, dude. She is vicious.
Really?
Yeah, she's 51 and she wants to fight like now. It's just hard. It's like I guess promoters are worried about her age.
Yeah, it's hard to sell that, man. It's hard to sell that.
But when you look at her highlight reel, dude, you're like, oh shit, she could probably pull it off.
I think people today are more worried about people getting hurt that are older than ever before, you know? But look at what Krokop just did. Shit.
How old is Krokop?
40? 40 and a hard 40. A 40, you know, of a guy who has been fighting top-level competition for a long time. You know? In and out of the gym. I don't think it's on, they don't have it on Fight Pass, goddammit.
Too soon.
Yeah, I don't know. Is it a Fox fight?
Yeah, it is a Fox fight.
Maybe it doesn't get on Fight Pass because of that.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it doesn't appear to be in the library unless I'm retarded, which is possible. Can't find it.
Anthony Johnson, you should be able to. Not mad at
No,
that
that's what I'm looking
Schaub-less-
for.
I'm not bad at that B Shop graphic down there with LeVar Johnson. Nice, pretty young anaconda.
Let's try. Let's see if we can find the Al Iaquinta fight here. I think if it's not, I think I have it on DirecTV. I think I saved those here. Let's see. Iaquinta versus Ross Pearson. That's a good fight. Iaquinta. Doesn't seem to be on here either. Iaquinta Masvidal. Come on, bitch. Doesn't look like that's on there, man.
I mean, can you get the God, then you get into some weird shit. I was gonna say you can get the replay. There it is there.
It's not on Fight Pass?
Somewhere else.
Okay, cool. Go full screen on that shit, son.
Don't be scared.
There it is. What is it on? This is something illegal? Are we legally streaming right now?
Maybe.
God damn it. Damn it, Jamie. You're going to get us in trouble. We're going to watch this fight to see how clearly we
I'm
can
sure
see
we
the...
could find just the highlight.
Choppy video though too.
Is it choppy?
I can find that.
I'm sure you can find the highlight.
Did
of the
you
headbutt,
use
right?
that new
I
component?
didn't have a chance to figure it.
Oh, okay. Let's just see it for a second. Yeah, you know what? This is to be too choppy to be able to distinguish whether or not it was a headbutt.
Sure you can get a slow.
But how come it looks
highlight of
okay when you're on a short screen like that?
Because it's not working too hard.
Oh, really?
Oh, it's trying to catch up.
So it's like a video card thing?
Yeah.
Wow. And that's what that little component's for?
To make it better, yeah.
Okay. Oh, this is post KO. We're gonna have to take it to the
It's
moment
tough
he
to
gets
watch.
hurt.
This is a fight I haven't seen. I was on a plane when this
Oh,
happened.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta take it way back before that, Jamie. Way back. Like right about there. Like right about where the cursor was.
Man, my
That's you
contact.
need to go further back. Because he hurt him and then he stalked him down for a while.
There it is.
Here it is. Flick to the eye.
This means the fight is already over. Oh, that's the poke to the eye. Okay. So this is they start up after the poke to the eye. Here we go. Boom, that's it.
That's it. That's what did it
Yeah.
right there.
But it's a right hand as well, man. It's a head.
You need to see the slow motion, man.
Yeah.
I think Anthony was going to win this fight anyways, whether that headbutt happened or not. But in this certain case, the headbutt's what fucking destroyed Alexander.
Jesus. Okay, so tell me what you think. Him versus John Jones. What happens?
John's reach is too much. John will take him down, an inside leg trip, wear him out, elbows from the guard. Might submit him or TKO him. I think it goes 3 rounds.
Wow. Strong words.
And I'm
Brendan
I'm a
Schaub.
fan of Anthony. I like Anthony. He's a
Boom,
fucking nightmare.
Boom, boom. It's interesting.
But every fight, John, like, here's the guy. Here's the guy who's going to beat him. Here he is. Wrong.
Well, how long can Rumble do this? Like, how long can he fight like this? Like, this is extreme pace he's putting on Gustafsson. It's like he's gambling that he's going to finish Gustafsson. You know, I mean, he's going full at him, and he's got him hurt real bad, and it worked here.
Yeah, if
But-
a guy can recover, get to guard or something.
If a guy can keep from getting hit, dude, Jesus Christ, those uppercuts.
Nasty, man.
If a guy can keep from getting tagged by him and can take him into the 3rd, 4th, and 5th rounds, what does that look like? Well, against Phil Davis, it looked pretty fucking scary. He looked scary in the 2nd, and he looked scary in the 3rd. But that was Phil Davis, who doesn't present as many striking dangers as John Jones does.
You got to remember, John Jones dismantled Vitor. Vitor is very similar to Anthony Johnson. When John fought him, he was explosive as fuck, powerful. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got caught in that armbar, but he ended up submitting.
But Vitor's
Vitor.
considerably smaller.
Not at the time. Think about Vitor roided the fuck to the gills.
Yeah, I mean, he weighed 205, but he's a different 205 than this fucking guy.
Man,
Boom.
a
Ooh, that's
roided
a
up
right-
Vitor.
Let me see that again. See that again. That was interesting. Look at
Look,
this.
head lands, that lands.
Man, I got to see it from the other angle.
Me too.
Where
From that angle, it
back
didn't look like it was a headbutt.
It
From
didn't?
That angle, no.
Okay, let's see it again.
Not to me.
Here we go. We're going to see it right here. Watch this. Bam.
Boom.
Oh, dude, that's a right hand. Let me see one more time. One more time. See, that's what I'm saying. It seems so...
That angle's rough.
Let me see one more time.
And then he seemed all right after that. He was moving around and dancing.
He's pretty
and-
fucked up. I felt so bad for
Here we go.
Alexander.
One more time. One more time. Here's the kick. Bam. Dude, I think the head didn't hit. I think the head goes to
You're
the side.
crazy.
It's hard to tell,
We need a better
man.
angle.
Let's see.
Because that right hand, not this one. This one looks like it landed.
His head
It's
hit
the
his
head.
shoulder. His head hit his
Yeah.
shoulder.
It doesn't, man. At that angle, it does.
It looks
I'm
like
telling
one
you,
more
if-
time.
if you
one more
can get
time,
the
Jamie.
other view
keep going
on
back
the
to
other
that same
side.
spot. Keep
His
going
head
back to the same
would
spot.
cock back if he got head butted. There would be.
Yeah, check it out again.
You'd be able to see the impact. There was
Dude,
no
I
impact.
think the head goes to the left and the right hand lands. He might have bumped heads at the same time, though.
Right
it is
there,
possible.
there would be.
This is a bad angle.
See, there was no. There was
That's
no
not good. Go back
point
to
of
that other
impact.
angle.
You would see the impact.
The other
Here you
side
go.
you can tell though.
One more.
Think
We're
it's
like, this
slowed
is like
down.
this is a Zapruder film. Bam.
Boom.
Could have hit him. Could have hit him on the right eyebrow.
Can't
Coulda-
you type
coulda
in
definitely hit him.
headbutt on
Look at this.
YouTube or something for me? Because
One
they
more
give you
time.
different angles.
Look at this. Here it is one more time.
Boom.
He could have been. He
You think
definitely
that
could have
right
hit him.
hand landed that hard to do that?
Yeah, the
It
right
landed
hand
on
was
the
hard.
neck.
Look at what did you think it landed that hard? Look how fucking hard he's throwing it. He's throwing his whole body into it. His
He-
back leg
that
comes
angle
off the
looks
ground.
bad. The other one, it
hit his
doesn't.
face.
Let's see it
then
one more
hit
time.
His chest.
All right, let's see it one more time from that other angle.
I'm telling you, if we can just pull
Here it
some
goes.
bullshit, you can get another angle on YouTube.
One more time. One more time.
It's like some kid in the crowd.
You
It's
saying that
legit.
he didn't throw this right hand hard is crazy. Watch this.
Right here
Look at
doesn't
this.
look hard.
Wham! Are you kidding me?
Right there it doesn't.
Oh, you're so crazy. He throws everything into that punch.
Right
Look at
here,
this.
right here it looks like
Hit
fucking
his face and
Mike
then his-
Tyson.
and-
Dude,
Boom.
so see it again. Back
Goes
it up
right
again.
through his-
Back it up again on the
his
side.
clavicle.
Dude,
Bro,
he's
sis, I'm telling you, there's
Okay,
a
one more time.
thing on YouTube
Right here, watch
on
it.
the other
But
side.
this right hand. The idea that he's not throwing that hard is so crazy.
I think he's
Punched him
throwing it
right
hard.
in the
It didn't-
clavicle. It landed
yeah,
right here
it
and
landed
knocked him
here.
down.
It didn't land in the face.
Let's
No,
see.
it hits his face and then
Dude,
it hits
hit
the
his
clavicle.
face.
Look, it
It
hits
hit his
both.
face.
Right here it doesn't.
Watch this.
Right here it doesn't. The head hits.
Dude, that hit
hits.
his fucking
simultaneously.
cheek. It hit his fucking
Ooh, I
cheek, and then
disagree.
come on, back it up again.
Look,
Look, it hits
look.
his fucking face. It hits his cheek, and then it goes into his,
Bro,
his
sis,
collarbone.
I'm
Watch this. Donk.
Boom.
Dude, it hits his face first.
It's right here.
You're blind.
Look,
you need to go to a doctor.
Look,
Are you
Something
serious?
wrong.
Look,
You just go to a doctor. Look at this. Look at this.
Boom!
That punch
Hit
hits his face.
Yeah.
That hunch-
You see
the
his
punch-
hair go like this.
Dude,
Whoosh.
that punch 100%
Dude, hear me
hits
out.
his
Hear
face.
me out, Jamie.
You see
Jamie,
elves when you
look,
get up in the morning. You ever see
100%,
elves?
100%. No, Jamie. There's an angle
The
from the
evidence is
other
right
side.
here.
One more time, Jamie.
No,
Keep
this
going
isn't
back
the
to that.
evidence. This isn't the evidence.
Oh, it's not just a video. No big deal.
No, there's
Here,
a
one more
video
time.
from the other side,
One more
bro.
time. One more time. One more time. Here we go. Dink, chin.
Look
That
at how
one's
it
not
hits
good.
his-
Cheek and
look,
jaw.
Look,
Watch
this next
now,
one.
Now watch this next one.
It hits his-
clear as fuck.
Look at his hair. Boom!
Bam! In the
You see how it hits
face
him?
before
His
it
head
hits
goes-
anything
Bro,
else.
his head goes that way
100%.
from a headbutt.
Did you
You're
see
so
his hair?
crazy.
Boom. The proof is in
punch,
the
it didn't
hair.
matter.
Boom.
The punch lands on the fucking cheek. That's what you were arguing against.
Look
You're
at his
saying
hair.
it hits his clavicle. It definitely doesn't hit his clavicle. That punch hits
Wait
his
for this
face
other view.
and then glances off and then hits him on
Hold,
the chin.
gentlemen. Here's the
Bam.
other view.
What
Here's the other
What are
view.
you talking about? This view, you can't see the punch land.
You can
because
see
you're
the
not on that
headbutt.
side.
You can see the headbutt, just like
Okay.
you can't see it on the other side.
Okay, let's see.
Watch.
It looks like you hit him in the head.
With a headbutt, right?
Let's see it slowly.
Slow. Look.
Right hand hit the chin first, clearly. Right hand hits the cheek, is 100%.
Headbutt hits the temple.
Oh, you know what? He
Watch
did
it again.
headbutt him
He definitely
afterwards.
headbutted him afterwards, but the right
Afterwards, he
hand
did.
hit him first.
I gotta
Yes.
agree with you on that.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
The headbutt is
Look,
after.
see?
There is a headbutt after.
100%. But look,
Okay.
right
There's a
hand,
headbutt, though.
but it is a headbutt for sure. But here, boom, right hand first. Do it one more time. Watch this. The right. Where does it go? Do what you just did. Watch one more time.
Look at that headbutt, though, son.
But the right
Yeah.
hand came before it.
I agree.
Back it up to where
Yes,
the right
that was
hand
both.
came.
There was a headbutt.
There's a headbutt.
No. It's before that. Here it goes. Watch this. Look at the right hand.
See, but is
Bam!
that
it's clear as
clavicle?
day.
And that's
Bam.
headbutt temple.
No, he hit him in the fucking cheek.
No,
dude,
but-
you see from the overhead that punch lands on his cheek. It lands on his cheek and
But it's
jaw.
both.
But
It's
it's both.
both.
But
It's
look.
palm.
Bam.
Yes.
On the face and then headbutt, bam, right there. 100%
Yeah.
headbutt, 100% punch lands first.
I agree, both.
Both of them are damaging. The
Both of them
headbutt-
fucked him up.
So
I
from
think
that
Anthony would have
angle,
won that fight either way.
Yeah,
I'm
from-
not taking anything away from Johnson.
From that angle, 100% they collide heads. So
Yeah.
now we know. But also 100% the punch lands first. You can
True.
see it right there. Doom
Yep.
and doom.
Yep. Beat him fair and square.
Crazy.
Powerful Anthony
But I don't
Johnson.
think it matters if the punch lands first. I mean, there was a headbutt.
It definitely was a
doesn't matter.
headbutt. But
Yeah.
he got tagged by that right hand on the face first.
Which
The
one
headbutt
wobbled him
comes
more,
right
though?
after.
Which one wobbled him more, though?
Good question. Who the only one can answer is him, really.
And I bet even he can't.
He
I bet
probably
he's so
can't.
out of it, he can't.
Yeah, what do you do in a situation like that? If the guy lands a punch and then the headbutt lands and the headbutt clearly the guy lands a punch, he gets hurt, but the headbutt stiffens him up, donk, and he goes out.
Part of the game.
It is part of the game. But what do you
Shit
say?
happens.
But the method of KO is kind of headbutt, right?
We should bring back headbutts.
It would have to be like how much time has passed between them. Because, like, say if you tagged a guy with the right hand and he was wobbly as fuck and he was backing up and a few seconds go by and then he throws a right hand and misses and you collide heads and he goes unconscious.
True.
Then what happens?
Yeah.
Then what do you do?
Well, then you need a rematch. I think that one's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like
You can't ask for a rematch in a fight like that.
you can't that magnitude.
There would have to be some sort of a huge event.
See, I wanted to see Gus Finn and DC fight next.
That's a good fight.
That's a great
It's a very good fight.
I wish they would have done that instead of separating them.
Well, Gustafsson versus Bader is an interesting fight too, man. What Bader did to Ovin St. Preux I thought was really interesting. But Ovin St. Preux is not nearly the wrestler that DC is. DC's wrestling,
Fuck no.
especially when you're dealing with a guy who's his size.
World class.
Not a long, tall guy like John Jones who's so awkward and strong, but a guy more his size, a thick, stocky guy like Bader.
Bader won't take DC down.
Isn't St. Preux fighting
Most
pretty
likely
soon?
not. Yeah, he's fighting soon too.
When is that?
When
He's fighting my boy Pat Cummins.
That's
Better watch your P's and
right.
Q's,
That's right.
gentlemen.
Yeah, you better.
He
Because
was
Pat
at
is a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
He was
Ask
at my
Bisbee.
seminar.
Yeah. No,
Ovin
he's a
St. Preux
beast,
was at
dude.
my
He's a
seminar.
great guy, man.
And he's awesome.
Awesome.
Great guy. Super
Man,
smart.
I hate to say super athletic, but goddamn, he played
He played
football.
at University of Tennessee.
Yeah, he's
he
a
is athletic.
professional.
Not
I mean,
professional.
no,
Not
not
professional.
professional, but I meant elite athlete.
Division
Yeah.
I athlete at
And
the
he
University
loves,
of Tennessee.
he loves hitting twisters, man. Watch, he loves it. He already has a calf crank from the truck.
He already has a Jason
has a-
Von Flu choke. Remember that?
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
got that dude in the Von Flu
He did.
choke.
That
knows-
Russian cat.
There's a lot of dudes who don't even know that position.
Yeah.
True,
yeah.
Pat Cummins, I'm telling you, is a fucking
Monster.
nightmare.
He's a monster.
He's a monster. Pat will win that fight.
Ovin
in a
St. Preux with
decision.
that fucking left hook that knocked Shogun out.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
man.
I don't
Sweet
know.
sidestep.
Ovens is a specimen.
I
dude.
know, man.
And
I've trained
he
with
moves
both.
very well on the ground. He's
Super
a very
athlete.
good grappler. He loves playing London. He loves playing, also known as Sean Williams guard. He loves going there.
Tell you, man,
he
Pat
attacks off his
Cummins.
back.
Pat Cummins is one of those guys. He's like Rashad Evans. He's fucking impossible to submit, man. He trains with Verdum all the time and me all the time, and gets in the worst positions ever.
He's a tough dude too, and a
And
stud
grinds,
wrestler.
man.
Stud.
Grinds.
Yeah.
Has cutting weight down to a T.
Yeah, and has insane endurance and work ethic.
Good luck with that.
His work ethic is
Such a good fight.
Ovens, baby.
Cummings, baby.
Ovens.
Eddie Bravo.
Fuck that.
Fuck that.
Ovens does have.
He says fuck that.
Ovens does have some nasty power.
How
His
about
nasty
we
power.
put some money on it?
Let's do it.
How much you want?
I'll bet you $1,000.
Oh my
Not
god!
$1,000.
Well, fuck, you went deep.
$1,000.
Come on, man.
$100 just.
How about $20 for fun?
$20.
For
I'll
funsies.
$1,000.
give you $20.
A bunch of Chipotle. No, it's
How
not.
about a dinner? How about a dinner?
Okay, there you go.
You take the three of us out to dinner. The loser buys dinner.
Where at? At the good
Okay.
place.
Wherever we want.
$1,000 is a lot of money.
Joe picks the place.
Okay, we'll go to a good joint.
$1,000 is a lot of money.
We go get a steak somewhere.
Yeah, Morton's, wherever.
Damn, you willing to gamble on that?
How about Ovens wins anyways and I still pay for it? How about that? No, I'm kidding. Hey, $1,000. Fuck it. Ovens, 1,000 right here.
1,000? You guys gonna do
You really
1,000?
want to do 1,000?
Yes.
Or you want to do dinner?
What's gonna happen?
Let's
You
do
pick,
1,000.
Eddie.
Let's play 1,000. Fuck it.
Oh my
Dude,
God, you're
Ovens
so
is
bold.
incredible, dude. Ovens.
So bold.
Ovens, you listening to me? I'm betting Brendan 1,000. It's on you.
Are you
kid.
really want to get involved in this? You got to decide right now before you touch hands.
Dude, it was my idea.
I think
and you're
I'm
a
calling your
badass,
bluff.
bro.
I'm calling your bluff.
$1,000.
$1,000.
$1,000.
$1,000.
You're not gonna do it. You're not gonna do it. I'm a gambling man.
Okay, 1,000.
$1,000.
You sure?
I swear to
I
God.
can trust you,
It was my idea.
but it was a bluff.
It's not a bluff.
Okay.
We
You
both have our sides.
You can't back out. You
I'm
better
in.
not back.
Not
Don't back
backing
out.
out.
Don't back out.
I'll do 1,000 and dinner.
Oh my god.
1,000. 1,000.
Oh my
1,000.
god, I can't
Oh,
believe
1,000, baby.
Pat, you better train your
1,000.
ass off.
believe I'm
Ovens.
seeing this.
When is that fight? God damn it! I'm
2 weeks. It's on the Machida card.
Oh my goodness. Oh my
no.
goodness. Oh my
Okay.
goodness.
All right.
Pat Cummins, baby.
Hey, and I wanted cash. $100 bills.
Yeah, don't bring me no fucking check, man.
A write-off.
Don't bring me a 10th Planet check or
Hey,
something.
listen, do you
I
have a
got something
corporation I
even
could?
better.
You have
How
some
about
kind of
this, bro?
corporation that I could?
Dude, how about this?
You gotta
How
help me
about-
out, bro.
I'll give you $1,500 in private lessons.
Yeah, right. Yeah. You got a free gym membership for a year.
I actually charge $15 an hour. I charge $16 an hour, but I'll give you a break. All you owe me is $100, dude.
I'm a little nervous now. That really escalated.
That did escalate. That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
$1,000 is real cash.
Oh man.
Ooh,
That's
I
real
can't wait
cash.
now.
Ovens gonna fuck him up.
Oh my
Trust me.
God,
He's gonna
strong
fuck him
words.
up.
Trust me, he's not. You know what's going to happen? Pat
God.
Cummins is going to break him in the second round.
Break
Fuck
him.
no. Are you kidding? This is
a
what's gonna
wrestling,
happen.
huh?
This is what's gonna happen. Pat, listen. Look me in the eye. Pat Cummins is gonna get twisted.
Twister?
He's gonna get twisted.
I would
Eddie
bet
Bravo.
my entire bank account he doesn't get submitted.
Okay, what kind of odds on the twister would you give?
What are odds?
Okay, here's the odds on a twister. If he gets him in the twister,
1,000 to 1.
you got to bet. You bet 100, and if he gets him in the twister, he has to give you 10,000.
Okay.
The odds. That's about the right odds
For sure.
That's about
It's not-
the right odds.
No, it's not. He's good, dude. That's not when it's
Is
Well,
he,
not to
he's-
win.
Is he training with you full time?
no.
Okay, to win.
He just went to a seminar.
I don't trust him at all. He said that.
Yeah.
To win, it's a very good bet. It's an interesting bet. It's an interesting fight. You got to look at the fact that he knocked out Shogun with one fucking punch like that and say this kid is a stud. And he's getting better, and he's fast, and his striking is fucking for sure dangerous and powerful. But the odds of him winning by twister, when only one person ever won by twister ever in the history of the fucking UFC, and that's the Korean Zombie, one goddamn twister of all time. The odds that he wins by a twister, I say 100 to 10,000.
You want?
100 to 1.
I mean, sure.
That's
never going to
that's
happen.
Very,
I think
very
that-
reasonable.
That's even reasonable. I think the odds
Super
are
reasonable.
1 in a million.
And probably more than
Oh,
that. So
so-
what you're doing is stealing.
So-
You're stealing $100 from Eddie Bravo.
Okay.
I'm already stealing 1,000. I'm
Okay.
telling you.
Let's do it. Let's have another bet. $100 bet. If he gets him in a twister, you owe me
2,000.
no, 10,000.
But if he doesn't, but then if he doesn't, what do I get?
$100.
Yeah, that's-
You're
100.
stealing $100.
I'm just
easy.
giving it to
That's
you.
giving me
I'm just gonna
$100.
give it to you.
So if he
What
wins,
if Pat
You down?
submits him?
Yes.
What if
Dude,
Pat
I'll
submits
call
him?
his ass right. I'll fly to fucking Kentucky, and we'll be doing twisters all week.
What if Pat submits him?
Huh?
What if Pat submits him?
doesn't matter.
Where is this
If
fight
he
at?
doesn't
What
win
city is this
by-
fight
New
at?
Jersey.
It's in New Jersey in 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Shit, I'm in town. Is it the 25th? April 25th?
Whatever's
You're in New
2
Jersey?
weeks.
You're in that town?
Hickson Gracie is having a seminar on the 25th, so if it's the 25th,
What's that?
Montreal's that one.
Montreal, that's that one.
is the 25th?
Yeah.
Oh.
This is the Fox card.
This is the Fox
You're
card.
announcing it, right?
Yeah, I'm announcing that one.
Oh.
I'm announcing the Montreal card, too. The Demetrius
That's a pay-per-view.
Mighty Mouse Johnson Hirogoshi card.
That card took a hit, huh?
Rampage losing or getting pulled out of the card rather is a bad one. Don't
What'd you
like that.
think was gonna happen?
Didn't like that, man. I thought that they could work that shit out. I thought that. I think that if there is some sort of a break in the contract enough to where he can sign with the UFC, I felt like they would have already worked it out.
You would think his lawyers, or you think the UFC lawyers, who are the best in the business, like, dude, don't promote him yet. We don't know. Let's figure
Yeah.
this logistics out and then do it.
Yeah.
It was too rushed.
Yeah, well, I don't know, man. Maybe they thought that they would be able to get it in under the wire before.
Why risk it?
I don't know.
It's
I
not
don't,
like it was
I
a
don't-
main
what, though?
event.
Risk what? You've already established
pulled
that,
him out of
that
the fight.
Rampage doesn't want to be in Bellator. So whether he fights or not,
but
UFC
now
wins.
But now,
Right.
not really, because now the court saying,
What, money?
dude, you still got to fight for Bellator.
But then it's
Well, the
beautiful.
court is the court granted an injunction, I believe. I believe they kept him from fighting for the UFC, but they didn't say that he has to fight for Bellator. They recognized an argument, and it has to be worked out now.
So they just said you can't fight for the UFC at this point.
Exactly, at this point. They granted an injunction. I think that's exactly how it works. If I had to, I'm probably using the wrong terminology, but
think
I'm
that's
pretty
right.
sure
Sounds
that's
right.
exactly how it works. So Rampage can't fight for the UFC, so the card takes a big hit. And wasn't there another fight on the card, too, that got pulled? What was the other fight that got pulled?
It's another big one, right? Wasn't Roy supposed to be on that, but they took him off too and put
Well,
him in
Rory's now fighting for the title.
title? But I thought it was supposed to be there. Am I
Maybe.
crazy?
Well, that's a great place for him to fight. He
That's where
fucking lives there.
that's where it was supposed to be, and they took him off that and put him on that Vegas card.
Well, that Vegas card is a monster, man. When they have those title fights in Vegas, it's worth a shitload of cheddar.
Fuck yeah.
Shitload of
Cheddar.
cheddar. A lot of money in those Vegas cards, man. You know, and
Why?
Because people like to go there, man. The Vegas loves it. People like to do it. It's a different animal when it's in Vegas, and the money that it generates for the casino is insane in comparison to the money that it would generate for some random arena somewhere. If you put it on in some random arena in Montreal, I mean, it's great for the economy of Montreal, but the amount of money that gets spent in Vegas is off the goddamn charts.
Around a fight
Is
weekend.
Vegas,
gambling.
making a big comeback? Are they making a comeback?
Well, they definitely took a big hit. I think it's more of a normalization. The economy goes down, gambling goes down. There's no way around it. People don't have the money.
I think the hotels are taking a huge hit, though.
I'm sure.
Those crazy ass hotels, they're not doing well.
We were in a car once, and we asked the driver, this cab driver, like, how much different is Vegas right now? And he goes, it's 50% down.
Fuck.
50% down. He said 50% down in calls, 50% down in business. Like they're all aware of it.
I know that city center, the engineer fucked up building it, and it's not safe structurally, and they have to rip it down.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
What?
This might be breaking news, big Brown style.
Big Brown breaking news.
But I'm pretty sure I read that.
That gigantic
I'm pretty
thing
sure
that
I
they just
read that.
built?
I'm pretty sure I read that on a forum
Well,
from a kid.
Let's get
no, I swear. I swear though, I'm almost positive.
Whoa.
Something structurally is fucked up, and they have to tear it down.
Oh my
It's like tons of money.
Let's get young Jamie to pull up some articles on this bullshit. That
Jamie,
sounds
see if I'm
insane.
lying.
That sounds insane. If that's
I
the
know.
case, what a huge hit.
Yeah.
Someone
That's terrifying.
Someone really powerful in Vegas told me back when I was working in the UFC. Like he said, it's like it used to be that the casinos were packed, and then now it's like someone took a giant vacuum and just vacuumed all the people out of the casinos.
Damn.
That's what
Whoa.
it looks like.
I'm not a Vegas guy. I never have
You know
been.
what's
I can't
real
stand
weird?
Vegas.
You know what's real weird? When you go off the grid. When you get out of the strip and you go to them funky casinos that are out in the middle of
That'll
nowhere.
depress you.
Whoa.
What?
There's a lot of casinos in Vegas that you don't ever think about. There's a lot of like weird fucking casinos all over the spot.
It's for the true gamblers, guys that they just want to gamble.
Degenerates.
They don't want to be on the strip. They just want a place where they could gamble.
Well, you just see a different tone of human being.
It's almost a different creature.
Dude,
They're
Commerce
like
Casino
all out
here.
of shape. Don't give a fuck.
Last night
Big
I was.
countries people.
Yeah,
That's why he's got to keep that mullet.
That makes sense.
Keep that gut.
Dude, you ever go to Commerce Casino? That place is packed. I was there last night. There was some
Yeah.
fights. There was Bama fights. Eddie Jackson.
Oh, really?
He won. He looked like Chuck Liddell in his prime. Eddie Jackson just destroyed his guy. But the place was packed, and it was 98% Asian. They love to gamble.
Oh, yeah.
But the place was packed. It was
That's
incredible.
different though, because that's not Vegas. These
Yeah.
these local casinos is all they got. It's like this, or drive 4 hours to Vegas.
True.
If you're a card gambler, you can gamble right here. If you're a poker guy, there's plenty of gambling in L.A.
Yeah.
Like Ari Shaffir, before he made it as a comic, was making more money gambling on poker than he
Online?
was on anything. No,
Usually people
playing
do it
in
online.
tournaments.
Oh, wow.
He was going to
must be
fucking
really good.
He's very good. Ari's smart as shit, dude.
Sounds
And he,
like it.
He would go to these poker tournaments and win. He made 35 grand one year just playing poker, and he wasn't making much money as a comic. He was struggling. It's crazy.
Yeah.
You can make some money, and you can get action. That's the big thing.
I heard online's the way to do it, though. You just sit at home in your fucking underwear and
But
just
it's
go
not
online.
legal in America anymore. It's different. Like, I think you have to go places. I think Nevada, you can gamble online, but you can play poker online against people from Nevada. Because, like, all those
Fucking
pro
weird.
poker players, a lot of them moved out of country. A lot of them moved to Monaco? Monaco? How do you say that?
Monaco.
Monaco. They moved to Monaco. They moved to all these countries where it's legal. Some of them moved to China, and they play in that Chinese place.
Oh, China's huge.
What's that?
It's
That
Macau,
area?
right?
Macau. Yeah, Macau apparently.
I heard Macau is
going off.
crazy.
They say it's Vegas times 10.
That's what I've heard.
Just mad Asian gambling.
I heard Dubai's the same way.
Really?
Heard
Gambling?
not gambling.
No gambling.
As far as crazy.
It's Islamic, right? We running out of time? How dare you? We're
How
having a
dare
good
you
time,
stop
Jamie.
us on this
having a
gambling
good fucking
degenerate
time.
talk.
Give us 5 minutes. What's that? Yeah, let's go part 2. You guys got something to do?
No.
Let's do another
Chilling.
hour. Let's chill for another
Chilling.
hour. All right. Kill this and we'll come back.